At Caldwell Toyota, they are passionate about helping drivers find the vehicle that's right for them for the most affordable prices possible. That's why they carry such a large selection of new Toyota models, because whether you're looking for something sporty, efficient, versatile, family friendly, rugged, or all of the above, they are confident they have a new Toyota model to meet all of your needs and then some. Visit them online at caldwelltoyota.com. You know that Crown Trophy of Little Rock has every type of award to recognize athletes, students, and even coworkers. But more than that, Crown Trophy can customize drinkware, badges, and even rings. Whether you have people working for you or working hard on your team, show them your appreciation by recognizing them with something special from Crown Trophy of Little Rock. Visit them online at crowntrophy.com. This Friday Night Spotlight is brought to you by Caldwell Toyota. Pulaski Academy would like you to join us in recognizing our core value student of the week, Caroline Pledger. Caroline exemplifies responsibility daily. She works diligently with other students to tutor them in whatever subject with which they need extra help. She is kind, considerate, and supportive of her classmates. She possesses an incredibly passionate and empathetic spirit. Congratulations to Caroline Pledger on being named our Core Value Student of the Week. Our Core Value Student of the Week is brought to you by Caldwell Toyota. Just another way Caldwell cares. Please join us in congratulating the Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Student Athlete of the Week, Zach Miller. Zach is a driven member of our varsity basketball and soccer teams. He strives every day to give his all on the court, on the pitch, and in the classroom. He continually keeps a positive and encouraging attitude. He is kind and considerate to all. Congratulations to Zach Miller, the Student Athlete of the Week, brought to you by Bowen Heffley Orthopedic. Visit them online at bowenheffleyortho.com. Ron Jones and Charlotte Emery offer you a combined 40 years of real estate experience for all of your residential or commercial needs, whether you're buying or selling. Ron Jones RE/MAX Affiliates Realty is standing by to take your call and schedule a market survey or consultation at your convenience. They have the expertise to navigate the current market conditions to your benefit. You can rely on their experienced realtors to get the results you need. For listings or more information, call 501-416-3658 or visit them online at ronjonesrealtor.com. At Akel's Carpet One, they can get it for you at wholesale. That's not just a slogan at Akel's Carpet One, it's their real money-saving story. You can get the lowest prices on carpets, floors, and real wood cabinets. They have nationwide buying power, low overhead, and local ownership that make all of this possible. Don't shop at the home centers or online when you can shop local and get the best wholesale prices. At Akel's Carpet One, we make it beautiful for less. AkelsCarpet1.com. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Smith Robinson Stadium at Greenwood High School for tonight's semifinal playoff game between the Pulaski Academy Bruins and the Greenwood Bulldogs. I'm joined this evening by Blake Amsler. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm doing great. It's that time of year. And stop us if you've heard this before, but PA and Greenwood are meeting in the semifinals of a playoff game. How about that?
But yeah. And this is fun fact. You know, this is the 10th consecutive season that the Bruins have played the day after Thanksgiving.
Yep. It's been, we always talk about getting to that Thanksgiving week and Thanksgiving week of practice, and having that practice on Thanksgiving morning is so special. It means that, just in the state overall, in high school football, if you get to practice on Thanksgiving, you've done something good this year. You've gone to the semifinals or in the lower classes, at least the quarterfinals of the playoffs. and you've had a really, really great year to be in this spot.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic season. Of course, we've seen a couple of different hiccups this season, both with Little Rock Christian. You know, and I've said time and time again, and I think we're far enough into the season that I can say this out loud, is that, you know, I think going back to that game, if the Bruins from last week were to play that game, or the Bruins from 2 weeks ago play that game again, I think we have a different result.
Oh yeah, it could definitely have been, but that's the beauty of the long season, and,
right.
and getting to you kind of get a second chance at some of these, and get to make up for your mistakes earlier in the year,
right,
with a game like this.
Well, we've got about 3 minutes before kickoff, and I know that I haven't actually checked with Christina back in the production truck tonight, but let's see if I know that Todd Jacobian said he had something ready for us, but let's see if he's got that kickoff weather forecast ready for us tonight. All right, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get that tonight. We've got some technical issues, but always want to say thank you to our meteorologist, Todd Jacobian. You know, one of the most reliable forecasts that you'll get around, for sure. Here come the Bruins out of the locker room. They already had a chance to warm up. The Bruins showed up a little bit later than they expected tonight. Had some issues apparently over at the Cracker Barrel. It took them 2 hours to get in and out over there, so they got here a little bit behind what they wanted, but they still already got their warm-up. They got back to the locker room. I'm sure got a good, you know, and give us some insight there, Blake. What does that look like for those of us who have never been in a pregame locker room in a game that's this high stakes? What can you imagine the coach might have said?
Well, as far as the showing up late, it's been such a tradition with PA to kind of show up just on time and get there for the game and just jump right in. What is this? Well, I've got Paige Taylor in front of me. I don't even know if I can open this.
Yeah, that one will open. Let's see. What's she got here?
I don't know. I have a Christmas gift.
Right?
Am I supposed to open it right now?
You got to stick that under the tree, man.
I don't know. Well, we derailed yourself from whatever you asked me. I can't even remember what you asked me.
That's all right. Well, I was just asking you what might the coach have said pregame in the locker room.
Yeah. So, I mean, showing up late is just like, it speeds everything up, obviously, but it kind of takes your mind off of all the stress and the worry pregame of you get here, you put the stuff on the sideline, you get your TV set up, your chairs set up, your towels and balls and everything out there. You go immediately into putting your pads on, getting your practice in, getting into the locker room, just trying to settle down maybe 5 minutes or probably a little bit less, and then you're hearing your speech from Coach Lucas, and you're back out here ready to go. And there's just no downtime to get your mind thinking about things that could go bad. I always liked it, especially from the coach's perspective, of just like we don't have to sit around here for 2 hours and think about what's going on. And so I expect the Bruins to come out. It's kind of interesting to think about, too, because I also think about coming off the really emotional high of Marion last week, and then the showing up late to where you're kind of just getting thrown into it. So I expect the Bruins to come out and have a good start to this game.
Well, they got their wish, whether they won the coin toss or not. They actually lost the coin toss, but the Bulldogs deferred to the second half. So the Bruins will start the game with possession. Or at least they'll be receiving the ball. Let's not not jump the gun here.
Yep.
So don't adjust your sets. That seizure-inducing light show and cannon fire is actually happening.
Whoa!
I can't imagine what that's doing to our mascot over in the production truck. Hope he's okay.
Coach Lucas looks so much cooler with alternating lights on him.
You know what? I don't know what doesn't make him cooler.
I didn't know he could get any cooler than he already is. I mean, but man,
I talked to him a little bit before the game, and he said, "You know what? We just got to play our game, and it'll be it's going to be fine." And I agree.
Yeah.
And I talked to Pete Biagioni, and he asked me my thoughts, and I said, "You know what? I think that if the Bruins come out and play, their game and play it well." But I think that's also going to take some mistakes on the other side of the field as well.
Yeah, it's going to be us creating turnovers against them and us limiting our turnovers from us. So, I mean, I was looking over the stats as we were coming in, and looking at the stats from the game in the regular season against Greenwood at home that we lost by, multiple touchdowns. But you look at the stats, And honestly, we were even in them, if not better than them in a lot of these stats. We had more first downs.
Yep.
We had more total yardage, had a better third down percentage. And the only thing that stood out was the turnovers. We had 5 turnovers, which is just a killer, and you just cannot win with 5 turnovers. We had 3 interceptions, 2 fumbles. And so really these teams are evenly matched as far as the kids out there. This is an evenly matched team, both well coached on both sides. But it's going to come down to who makes the least mistakes and who takes the opportunities for the huge plays.
Walden Culpepper and KJ Colin are back to receive. And KJ is going to get this one. He goes to the left side of the field and is stopped at just outside the 20-yard line, so a decent first down for the Bruins. As always, tonight's game is brought to you by Crown Trophy of Little Rock. I want to make sure to thank them for being a continual sponsor of PA Live. Brandon Cobb, just after last week's game, claimed the #1 spot in offensive yards and passing yards in the nation. He has an empty set now, has the snap, runs the left side of the field on a quarterback option, and is stopped after about looks like, wow, further than I thought. It's about a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, and it's nice to see Evan Goodwin back out there after we had so many injuries last game at Marion, but it's nice to see Evan Goodwin out there running right behind him.
Quick handoff that time to Chance McKendra. He is met at the line of scrimmage. Don't believe that's any gain at all. Also no loss.
3rd and about 5 coming up. Still staying with the empty set.
2 receivers left, 3 to the right, all spread out wide across the field. 11-14 left in the first quarter. Brandon has the snap, passes out there, and it's tipped in and out of the fingertips of William Sabota.
Yeah, off his hands there. Greenwood decided to play coverage, dropped 8, just rushed 3. Brandon had good time back there to scan the field and find William, but it's just off the tips of his fingers.
Oh, I'm going to let you handle that.
Okay, 4th and 5 coming
call
up.
Her back.
Brandon rolling out, trying to keep it. Oh, it's going to cut up, but he's going to be a little bit short, I think.
Yeah, he's going to be, I think it'll be inches. Let's see. Hard to tell because they dropped it.
He spotted him way back.
Yeah, so it'll be first down going the other direction. They were short by about 1 yard.
Yeah, Brandon put his head down and tried to get as much as he could, but just too many Greenwood players there on the edge to get the first down. So a quick turnover on downs inside the Bruin territory. Looks like they're going to finally put it down about the 32-yard line.
I understand we have some video issues. Hopefully you're not seeing that at home. There's the snap. Quick handoff to Braden Davis. Runs to the left side of the field and is met by the Bruins at the 25-yard line. It's about a 6-yard, maybe a 7-yard gain for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and as we saw last game, the offense definitely centers around the quarterback, Archer, but he looks to distribute to all these different receivers. You see a lot of motion like that.
Passes to the left side. It's complete to Isaiah Arrington. He runs up the left side of the field and is stopped just inside the 20.
And what that motion does is it puts your secondary and linebackers who are in coverage in a real bind of, do we switch out to a different coverage that's best for this new formation, or do we stay in what we called from the start?
Archer has the snap, rolls out to the right side, passes it, going into the end zone, and it goes sailing over the intended receiver's head that was intended for L.J. Robbins.
Yeah, and you had Josh Roten on the coverage, man coverage, corner route by Robbins, and a nice coverage by Josh. I think even if the ball was on target, I think Josh would have had a really good chance of knocking that down.
10 minutes, 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Here is 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. There's the snap. Passes goes to the right side. It's complete to L.J. Robbins. Turns upfield. He's across the 5 and is stopped before he reaches the end zone. That will pick up a first down for Greenwood.
Yeah, and those quick passes like that are what Greenwood has just built this entire program on, is those quick passing game and making the secondary come up and make a tackle. Quick handoff to number 2. Good stop by there. Peyton Adams down at the bottom of that pile to hold him out.
Bruin faithful sure did show up tonight.
Yeah,
They've packed this visitor side of the
It
field.
really is.
9 minutes, 50 seconds and counting left in the first quarter. Now one running back on his right side. Archer sets up for the snap, steps back up to the line. Clock still counting. 13 seconds left there on the play clock. There's the snap, a little low. He picked it up, but I think they still punched it into the end zone.
Yes. Marked him on the 1.
Marked him on the 1. There you go. This is a weird angle, and I'll tell you, folks, the angle that you see at home is the exact same one that we see. There's not a camera deck on this visitor side of the stadium, unfortunately, and they had no more room for us on the home side. So you get to see it how we see it. There's the snap.
Woo!
Punches it.
Stopped him!
I think they did.
4th down coming up.
8 minutes, 57 seconds and counting. The Bulldogs trying to get into the end zone, be the first ones to score in this game. Now they call a timeout.
Encroachment. Defense, number 36.
Encroachment.
Yeah. That won't matter too much. It'll be about a three-inch penalty there.
Sure. I forgot to turn that crowd mic back up, so now we can hear them as well.
Be aware of the quarterback keeper here. They've gone to the running back a couple times unsuccessfully, shifting the whole front of the line there.
He's going to keep it.
Oh!
I think he made it.
Oh,
yes, he did. That's a touchdown for Greenwood.
Good fight from the defense on the short field. But again, those short passes that led up to getting it inside the red zone is what did it for Greenwood there.
It's now out to kick the point after. Look at that. Is that their quarterback? Is that? No, that's Bodie Steinfeld.
Yeah.
Kick is up and it's good. So now the Bulldogs lead 7-0. Well, somebody had to score first.
Right. I don't think 7 points is going to win this game regardless. So,
right.
Yeah. Long way to go.
Plenty of football to be played. 8 minutes, 27 seconds left. What's fun about these kind of games, you get late in the season and a lot of fans from out of state will show up and start wanting to come out to the games and see it live, and that's great. And it's fun because I've had like 4 or 5 of them already come up and say, "Hey, Josh, we're from Texas. We watch every single game." And,
wow.
And another group, another family was from Oklahoma, and they had another one from down in South Arkansas that drove up. So it's fun to have all these folks with us. But at the same time, if you've got thoughts on the game, be sure to send us a text. That's our Ron Jones Remax Affiliates Realty Live Fan Feedback. That's the phone number there at the bottom of the screen. Kick is up, and it once again goes over to KJ. I think he's going to let this one bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Had a chance to speak with several of the seniors of this year's team on Wednesday, and did a quick interview with them. It's always kind of a fun thing to do. I like to do that if I remember to at the end of the season, and we'll have that for you at halftime, so be sure to stick around. Here's Cobb in the shotgun. Quick handoff, goes to the left side. He goes straight up the middle and is stopped after about a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, Chance McKendry getting that carry there. I think he had the first one as well on the first drive. So look for him to continue to get some action this game. As you see John Mark Charette make an appearance, number 4 there.
I thought I saw him dressed out.
It's been long enough.
That's a quarterback keeper. He's got steps left and right.
Yeah, so to remind our fans that may not check in all the time with PA, but number 4, John Mark Charette, the receiver down here at the bottom, had surgery, I believe, on his foot earlier in the season. And so he's been out multiple games, a couple months now, and he's finally making an appearance in the semifinals. So it'd be great to get him going, get some big plays.
Cobb again keeps it, goes to the right side of the formation, around the formation, dives and picks up the Hounds Lounge first down.
Yeah, nice job seeing the coverage was really backed off, covering the receivers, and found a soft spot underneath and kept it for the first down.
7 minutes, 20 seconds left on the play clock. Excuse me, on the game clock.
Look how far off they're playing. They're almost 10 yards off these receivers here at the bottom.
Yeah.
Love to take advantage of that.
Empty set for Cobb. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. He has the snap, under pressure, scrambles, and he will be sacked in the backfield. That'll end up being about a 3-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Yeah, number 7, Cash Archer, I think, was the one that got through there and brought Brandon down in the backfield.
Relation, I wonder?
Yeah, he's the brother of the quarterback.
Okay.
Had a pretty good game against us at home earlier.
You've got Nate Thomas Jr. on his right side now. 2 receivers on either end. Has the snap, plenty of time. Goes to the left side of the field, and it's incomplete. That was just a couple of yards out in front of Andrew Pfizer.
Yeah, Andrew Pfizer intended there on the 2nd down, and I was looking back at the stats earlier. Andrew had like 10 catches for 200 yards against Greenwood earlier in the season. So he was like our main receiver last time. Again, we didn't have John Mark in the lineup, but Andrew, we relied on him so much first game.
Thomas again now set in the tailback slot. Little play action there. Cobb to pass. Throws it straight out. Pfizer has it across the 50 and is stopped at about the 42-yard line. Another first down for the Bruins. 6 minutes, 22 seconds left in the first quarter.
Great pass and catch there. Brandon had to make a small little adjustment in the pocket to step up, find him a little arm angle to get the ball out to Andrew.
Chris Cole in Little Rock says, if PA doesn't win, I'm canceling all my donations. That's a little that's a little on the heavy-handed side there, Chris. But
all the time in the world.
Oh, he goes to the left side. Oh, man, and the crowd wants a flag, but I think that was pretty clean myself.
Yeah, ball was well ahead of John Mark.
Yeah, he couldn't have reached that.
Maybe if it was a little closer, he could have slowed down and maybe caused some contact to get something going there, but the ball was too far out front.
Five minutes, 57 seconds left in the first quarter now.
Bruins using a lot of empty sets here early on. Going to kind of use Brandon as the running back potentially.
3 receivers right, 2 to the left, now man in motion. Goes behind Cobb. Pass goes directly to him. That's Walden Culpepper. Goes to the right side and is stopped after maybe a 2-yard gain. Let's see where they spot it.
Yeah, not much there. Still 3rd and 9.
Yeah, they're going to spot that at the 41-yard line. So, 3rd and 9. I'm surprised with as many times as we've seen trick plays out of the Bruins in the past. We really haven't seen many this year.
No, not a ton. Just kind of a couple at the right time.
The typical swinging gate, here and there, but that's about it.
Yeah, pressure's on.
Throws it, and it's complete. Goodness gracious, he found William Sabota, and he picked up the first down. Talk about coming in clutch.
Yeah, gotta give props to Brandon standing in that pocket, pressure bearing down on him, and just buying just enough time for William to break off of his defender and a perfect strike on 3rd down.
Another empty set for Cobb. 2 receivers right, 3 to the left. He has the snap, rolls out to the left side. It's a keeper. He comes across and nearly takes out the chain gang with that quarterback carry. I don't think that's a first down, but looks like he picked up about 6 yards, so 2nd and 4.
Yeah, that's the good play, good safe play. Didn't take any hits, just kind of got to the sideline, got out of bounds, got 6 yards. 6 yards on a first down is a great start to this set.
It is interesting. I don't think that he's had this many keepers the whole season.
Yeah, they definitely rely on his legs, but maybe not directly this early in the game.
2 receivers left, 3 to the right. Another empty set for Brandon. Has the snap, keeping. Goes straight up the center and is tackled at the line of scrimmage. Took a hard hit there.
Yeah, nice tackle there by number 44, Caleb Garner, this linebacker. And what they're doing is as many times as the Bruins have run this no running back set, it spreads that defense out enough to hopefully open up the running lanes inside. As you see here, they bring Nate Thomas into the backfield. 3rd and short.
Now 3 right, 1 left. Thomas helping to block. Goes back to the left side. A flag comes in. He throws it into the end zone, and it's not caught. That goes over. I think that was Pfizer back there.
Yeah, Pfizer intended there. I think this is going to be a holding in the backfield.
I think you're right. That went right where Nate was giving a good block, but
Holding. Number 72, the offense.
nope, wasn't him.
Penalty from the previous spot. Third down.
Yeah, the defensive end on that side that we were rolling out to kind of got in the middle between Carson and Errol and kind of made them not know who's going to block them.
Right.
And it turned out to really both of them kind of grabbing a hold. And you also had Nate Thomas coming in. A lot of hands there that are going to make a mistake probably.
Cobb with an empty set. 2 receivers left, 3 to the right. No, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. There we are. Has the snap. Another keeper. Goes to the left side. Finds a hole and dives.
Woo! What a play call.
Goodness
Third and
gracious.
11. Woo!
That's a first down for the Bruins.
And it was set up perfectly. You saw it from the very start. They were overloaded on the right side of the defense. Lots of linebackers. Everyone shifted over on the right. And it was just a simple you saw Peyton Crabtree pull out to the left, had a double team up front, and enough yardage to kind of spring Brandon forward for the first down.
Yes, Nate Thomas Jr. on his right side in the backfield has the snap. Little play action there. Goes to the right side, and it's intercepted. It was intended for Pfizer. That will be a pick 6 by Greenwood at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That was number 4.
Yeah, number 4.
That is Brady Mackey who had that pick 6 for Greenwood. 3 minutes, 33 seconds left in the first quarter, and Greenwood now leads 13-0.
Yeah, and Brady had a great game against us earlier. His safety that had a great game at home against us. He made a ton of tackles coming up on short bubble screens and coming down in the running game, but there he shows off the hands and the interception.
Now to kick the point after. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. So now Greenwood 14, Pulaski Academy 0 with 3 minutes, 33 seconds left in the first quarter.
Well, it's funny because we were, well, not funny, but we were talking to the coaches beforehand down on the sideline at pregame, and they kind of talked about having some of those methodical drives where you're taking up some clock, but the caveat is you got to finish them with points.
Yes.
You can't take up all the time and then give them points off of it.
Right.
That's just a recipe for disaster.
Do want to take a moment and say congratulations to one of the offensive linemen for the Bruins. That is Tully Gilden. I think he's offensive line.
No, he's a safety. I believe.
Safety, thank you. He won the Ken Hatfield Sportsmanship Award from the Little Rock Touchdown Club this week. It's presented to a student athlete that exhibits outstanding sportsmanship towards teammates, coaches, and opponents. So congratulations, Tully Gilden.
Oh, that's close.
I think I was thinking of the hair. The long hair made me think of who?
Long hair.
Yeah,
Tully looks like.
He wrestles. He's a wrestler. There's
plays
like,
offensive line.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh no, you're pushing me to the test.
That's
here.
all right. There's like 15 people out there listening that are going, "It's this guy, you idiot!" Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Nash, Caden Nash.
Caden Nash.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, he's a linebacker.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, back on offense. Seems like they don't get a break.
No,
Cobb
they're
with
right
an
back.
empty set. 4 receivers on the right side, 1 to the left. There's plenty of time this time. Now he's scrambled out of the pocket. He'll keep this one and run straight out of bounds. He might have picked it up. Let's see. Nope, that'll be second down. He's just short.
Yeah.
I think you see. I can't see where they're placing that. It's either a yard or 2. I can't tell.
Yeah, about 2 yards. Picked up 8.
Nice. Not bad for a last-minute option.
Yeah, and that one it looked like the O-line was planning on him rolling out to the right, and he kind of stopped up and ran back here.
2 receivers on either side. I'm not sure if somebody got confused there, but a quick handoff to Charlie Kotros, and he stopped short of the line of scrimmage. That'll result in a loss of 1 yard.
Yeah, kind of working off that play. They were looking for a draw to Charlie to kind of sneak him out to the left side here. But good job by Greenwood's defense and defensive end on this side to kind of stay at home and sniff that play out. 3rd and about 5.
Another empty set, 4 receivers right, 1 to the left. Cobb in the shotgun. Oh. And, of course, people are pointing on both sides, but we'll have to wait and see what the white hat has to say.
False start. Number 65.
They're saying it's a false start.
Yeah, I don't think Greenwood ever really came across the line. They were kind of jumping around a little bit on that left side, but I didn't see him ever really come across the line. So that's probably the right call. I know I see number 6, Will Manning, out there. I know he's been kind of battling some illness this week, so props to Will for battling it out and getting out there to try to help the team. Great time.
Go, Walden! Walden Culpepper off to the races. He will not be caught. Touchdown, Bruins!
Yes. 3rd and long coming through.
Nicely done.
And the perfect time, needed that. Bruins setting up to go for 2 here. Again, 5 wide, 2 by 3. Brandon looking to keep to the left, cutting it up. He's going to be short. No good on the 2-point try. So that'll keep it at 14-6.
Sorry about that. Just trying to help out. Oh, it's working? Okay, there you go. Just in case you wanted to hear it. That way you can monitor the audio. Eric, our, some people might say technical engineer or something. I call him the fireman.
Yeah, he is.
He puts out the fires.
He's ready to go at any moment to help out the stream.
It's every once in a while he'll come up after a game and he'll say, "Hey, Josh, I'm really sorry. I didn't really feel like I did anything tonight." And I'm like, dude, the fact that you were here is enough.
Hey, if the firefighter stays at the office, that's a great thing.
Right.
It's a great thing.
You got to have somebody working that fire. That's what he does for us. So the Bruins now on the board with 6 points. 2 minutes, 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Bruins 6, Bulldogs 14.
Walt Smiley's set to kick it off.
Little helicopter spinning kick.
Bounced in there.
And Greenwood does cover it up.
Yeah, it hit the first line guy's foot, but they had 2 or 3 different guys waiting on the rebound to jump on it.
That was, I think Grant Carnes was the one who ended up with it. Take real quick a look at our Ron Jones Remax Affiliates Realty Live fan feedback, and you will see the very first message in here from Ron Jones himself. He's watching PA from Tampa, Florida, and he says, "Go Bruins." There's the snap to Archer. Quick handoff to as Braden Davis runs to the left side of the field. Looks like he picked up 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, Caden Nash and Peyton Adams both in there. I see Miles Ward down there. Really, the PA front line defense did a pretty good job against the run game the first time around. So it's interesting to see Greenwood's offense, what they're going to go to. Back to the pass. Great job by KJ to wrap him up. Short pass was caught by Grant Carnes, who's had some explosive plays earlier, but great job there by KJ to wrap the legs up and bring him down immediately. PA crowd's getting a little more excited. They feel it.
Got to stay on top of that crowd, Mike. Eric, if you've got any suggestions over here, I've got the crowd mic gain turned all the way up just because I wanted to get it wide, but I've got the volume real low. It's on, yeah, that one. Completed pass to number 10 there. That is Scott Holland.
Yeah, he got
Oh!
wide open. And
I'm not sure what happened on the far side of the field, but I'm guessing that's going against PA the way they called it. There were 2 flags thrown, and it was clearly after the play, so I'll bet that will be unsportsmanlike against the Bruins, just based on the reaction out of the Greenwood crowd. We couldn't see it from this side of the field. Let's get the call.
Personal foul. Number 14 of the defense. Late hit out of bounds. He goes to the play. First down.
That is a late hit out of bounds is what that one was called.
Yeah, and that's a huge play. Not only a big play on the offensive set, but also adding on 15 just really flips the field fast.
1 minute, 5 seconds left in the first quarter and counting. Archer sets up in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 1 man on the backfield on his left side. Now man in motion, has the snap. Quick little shovel out to L.J. Robbins as he runs to the left side of the field. No, says the Bruins.
Yeah, Patton Wicker there along with Caden Nash meeting in the backfield to hold that to a very, very small gain.
They will have to snap the ball one more time before the end of the quarter. We're down to 30 seconds. The play clock just under that at 24. They're in no real hurry. 13 seconds on the play clock. 3 receivers right, 2 left. Archer with an empty set. Throws it, and it's batted away by the Bruins.
Miles Ward got his hands up, knocked that one down. Brings up a 3rd and 9. What I've noticed is PA's defense has kind of brought in a little bit more 4 down front against the Greenwood offense this time around. Last game, you'll remember that we ran a lot of 3 front, some light boxes, and Archer, the quarterback, took advantage of that. A lot of quarterback keepers up the middle. There's a lot of room. So Coach Taylor, as you can see, kind of compacting that defense inside a little bit more. Trust in the secondary.
9 seconds left in the first quarter. He has the snap, looking to pass. Plenty of time. Throws it into the end zone, and good golly o'Malley, he caught that with one hand.
Whoa.
Didn't even try to secure it with a second hand. Just reached up, grabbed it like he's picking an apple.
Grant Carnes with a tremendous catch in the back of the end zone.
So add 6 more to Greenwood. They now lead 20-6 over the Bruins with 3 seconds left in the first quarter.
And just too much time back there for Archer. He got way too comfortable in the backfield and just had too much time to scan the whole field.
Snap is good. The kick is up, and it is good. So now Greenwood leads the Bruins 21-6. Turn our attention real quick back over to our live fan feedback. Had one fan ask about why we couldn't be in the home press box and have a better camera angle. And honestly, as I look over there, I don't see a single empty spot. And you got to remember, as we get later in the season, you've got more and more. I almost said civilian media. How funny is that? But you have more and more media outlets who will come. So you've got different TV stations, radio stations. You've got newspaper reporters and whatnot, and blog writers and whatnot. So they've got that thing full. I don't fault them for that. It's just a poor angle for us. However, on the other side, I will say I'm a big proponent. It is a press box, not a coach's box. Sorry, Blake.
Hey, it's true.
I have to explain that a lot of times to coaches when they visit us. It's like we don't have room for coaches. I'm sorry. It's the press box. So you can go on top if you want. Well, it's funny. When we were in Marion, Madison Taylor's mom came over and said hello. She was really friendly, as she always is. And she said, and she texted in, she said, I told you in Marion I wanted to text you in Greenwood, and here I am cheering for the Bruins. Madison's mom in Nashville, Tennessee.
She may have been the one that brought just enough luck to that sideline last night. Last week, that is.
Madison's mom, we need you to get in the car, maybe find a plane, get over here quick, because we need your juju. Cobb has the snap, looking, still has time, and no, he's going to be, I think they each grabbed an arm and a leg and started to pull him apart there.
big pile to uncover there.
Yeah. Big pile of a bunch of big boys. That's the end of the first quarter. The Bruins trail Greenwood 21-6 right now. Got plenty of time to fix that. Let's catch up on some of these feedback messages. Got a lot of them here. Happy Thanksgiving to our favorite sports broadcasters. Not to worry about our text today as we're rolling up from Dallas to support our nephew, Ronan, number 44. The PA Bruins get revenge over the Bulldogs. Again, Rachel, Allison, Rutherford, and Ronan for life. Go Bruins from love Uncle Alan and Aunt Janice. Uncle Alan's just sitting just outside over here, and he always makes a point to text in. It's Rachel Rutherford's dad. Yep. Let's see. So glad John Mark is dressed out. So are we. Let's go Bruins from Reed, Dallas in Little Rock. What was the best team PA ever assembled? Well, that's a question that'll start a bar fight.
We've gotten that question a couple of times before. Overall, you got to look back at the 2011 team. They were in a lower class. They were in 4A at the time, but had a lot of great players all across the board. So
was Wesley Coleman on that?
No, that was Jason King's team.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And there was I don't even think Jason was a senior. He may have been a junior that year, but Hunter Henry was on the team, along with a lot of other great players.
Cobb has the snap from an empty set, looks to pass, plenty of time, goes to the left side of the field, looks up, and it is out of bounds. That was intended for John Mark Charette.
Yeah, look to get to John Mark one-on-one, and he kind of got past the corner there, but the ball just kind of faded a little bit on Brandon and ended up out of bounds. Really didn't even have a chance to catch it.
I ask about Wesley just because I saw this week that he received honors being selected for first team Great American Conference.
Yeah,
he's playing obviously for Harding.
Yeah, he's had a tremendous career there. It's awesome to see him get recognized like that as well.
Cobb passes again to the left side, hits the turf, and he's lucky it did because number 0 there, that's Isaiah Arrington, had that one sniffed out and was just waiting in the wings. He was getting ready to tackle that ball.
Yeah, that was a high and hot one there for John Mark. Didn't really have a chance to bring it down, didn't get his hands on it. So it brings up a long 4th and 15, deep in their own end zone. I see Patton Wicker popping out there, so it may look to be punting this ball.
Yeah, he is set up to receive that snap. He has it, and there is the punt. Oh, wait a minute.
That went off the side of his foot.
What are they screaming about?
Well, it only went about 10 yards. So.
Right, but their coach came running out onto the field pointing at something, like while the ball was still moving.
He was trying to get him to spot it way ahead where it went out. So.
I see.
Yeah, it's only going to be about maybe a 15-yard punt.
Ouch. Are you allowed to just throw it away? You can't throw the ball?
It'll be incomplete, so it'd go back to the spot.
Oh, okay. Well, that's too
play,
bad.
Yeah.
So it's got to come off of your foot.
It does.
Oh, well, there you go. Just a little schoolyard ball question, you know.
Right. You can try to get him to intercept it. You know.
Yeah. Has the snap, throws it to the left side. It is complete.
Come up and tackle. Yeah, went right back to Grant Carnes after his great catch in the end zone. Went right back to him, but a good rally there by the PA defense all around. Ronan Rutherford and Caden Nash, first ones in.
11 minutes, 23 seconds left. See, second down, 10 yards to go, and that's specifically for Roger and Jenny Cole asking for time and downs. There's the snap, goes to the left side. It's complete to Isaiah Arrington. He is stopped immediately where he caught it. Trying to see where they marked it. It looks like a 5-yard gain-ish.
Yep.
3rd and 5.
And Arrington showed a lot of quickness last game, and he's already showing it here on a quick slant route that he was going up against Walt Smiley and another. I think Jackson Redmond kind of had inside coverage there. But a good ball by Archer to get it in before the other defender came along. Archer, again, is just a sophomore, which is really impressive how calm he looks back there.
Got a flag going the Bruins' way. That's a PI Roofing penalty flag. Fans, if you are interested in becoming a sponsor on PA Live, we are right now looking for folks who want to be sponsors for the basketball season. And you can reach out to me online. You can just go to pabruins.tv, and you'll find, if you click on the link at the top of the page that says sponsorship opportunities, there's another link there where you can click here to contact me. Just fill that out, and I will reach out to you post haste. There's the snap. Under pressure.
Get there, get to contain.
Oh, goodness. And he throws it away at the last second, and it got knocked away by the Bruins.
Couple different people.
I think that was that KJ Colin?
Yeah, whoever's on the ground. Yeah, it looks like KJ knocked it, and then Greenwood guy almost caught it on the rebound, but
did.
It fell to the turf eventually to bring up a 4th and 9.
Wow. Greenwood feeling the pressure.
Yeah, and the pressure up the middle originally came from Peyton Adams, and again you had Drew James at his defensive end spot, kind of keeping contain over there.
Boy, Peyton's got some legs under him.
Yeah, he tried to get there. You know, nose guard isn't always going to run him down, but he was doing his best. It looks like they're going to keep the offense out. I thought they may think about a field goal, but it is pretty long.
It is a long
Play clock running down.
He has 2 receivers left, now 3 receivers right, an empty set. Has the snap, throws it into the end zone, and it's caught. And it's caught. Incredible. L.J. Robbins with that reception. 10:08 left in the second quarter. And the Bulldogs now lead 27-6.
Again, a lot of time in the backfield for Archer to sit back there, scan the whole field, and found Robbins, like you said.
I think the defender actually turned around just a little bit too soon and was looking for that pass.
Yeah, he was in a decent area, but just kind of lost it as the ball floated a little bit past him.
So now the extra point is good. So Greenwood goes up 28-6 over the Bruins. Fans, if it's your first time joining us, well, thank you for joining us on PA Live. And you might notice that we do try to describe each play a little bit more in detail than you might normally see on a televised type broadcast. But that's simply because we have a lot of fans that are visually impaired or blind, and we want them to keep up with the game as well. I want to make sure to say thank you. Big shout out to Zoe who is our only student crew member this year. She's there on the sideline camera that you'll see every once in a while. And we've got Cameron James working the camera for us up here inside the visitor press box, which, you know, he's not complaining at all because normally at this point he's got about 3 jackets on all layered up with gloves and everything else. But, you know, today he's in the heat, so he's not complaining.
Yeah, he's too comfortable right now. Need to get him out there.
Already mentioned Eric Ellis, but also want to say thank you to Christina Carroll, our director and producer, out in the production truck, the PA Live Suburban. KJ Colin with the reception, and he is brought down at about the right around the 25-yard line. She's got Kobe, our PA Live mascot, out there in
the trek again.
Yep, he's gotten to where he just loves it.
Oh yeah.
You know, he looks forward to it. I told him this morning. I said, "Hey, we're going on an adventure."
Hey, if you're not going to take him to the dog park, the next best thing is a suburban ride.
He loves it. He absolutely loves it. He'll sit out there and have his dinner and drink some water, and then he'll snooze for about 2 hours before he's ready to start playing again. Cobb with an empty set, 3 receivers right, 2 to the left, has the snap, under pressure, and he will go down right there. I think he fell forward to land on the line of scrimmage, so that's no gain, no loss for the Bruins. It does worry me how many times he's had contact so far already in this game.
Yeah, that defensive line has definitely got after him, and I feel like we're just running a lot of deep routes that are taking some time to develop, and Brandon's been caught up by this defensive pressure.
9:33, 2nd and 10. That one again goes nowhere. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, handoff was there to Chance McKendra, tried to sneak it up the middle, but again, nothing going for the PA offense. Brings up 3rd and 10.
9 minutes, 17 seconds left in the second quarter.
This is where Andrews and Brandon have made their money on 3rd and longs.
Cobb in the shotgun, an empty set, 3 receivers left, 2 right. He has the snap. Going to the right side, Weldon Culpepper.
Woo!
Hounds Lounge, first down.
What a catch, getting hit as well. Number 4, Brady McKay, coming from the safety spot to lay some lumber, but Walden shrugged it off, kept his feet in bounds, kept the drive alive. Needed that one.
They'll spot the ball at the 35-yard line in Bulldog territory. 8:56 on the clock. 1st and 10. That's a handoff. Chance McKendra runs to the left side of the field, and I don't know if he was hit so much as tripped and slid, but.
Yeah, enough Bulldogs in the area to not have any room for him to cut up and get any yards.
So I think they actually lost 5 yards on that. So that'll be 2nd and 15.
See John Mark checked into the game here. Quad sets. You got all your receivers here on the right side.
An empty set for Cobb. 4 right, 1 left. There's the snap. Under pressure. Oh, and he did it again. Jumped forward and was able to save from being sacked for a big loss to just being sacked. And he just loses the down. Well, he did lose 1 yard, so now it's 3rd and 16.
Yeah, again, we talk about that pressure. They're only bringing 3 or 4 people, but the pressure is definitely getting to Brandon. 3rd and long. We're going to need some protection here to get the receivers downfield.
McKendra in the tailback position. 2 receivers on either end of the formation. There's the snap. Little play action to McKendra. Pass is out there, and right into the hands of Andrew Pfizer, and it was stripped away.
Yeah, nice job by the defense there. Was it number 44 that got his hand across and kind of maybe underneath a little bit to knock it away from Andrew. May have not got the first down, but it was going to be a good chunk of it.
Yeah.
But that great defensive play keeps it at 4th and really long.
It was still been about 5 yards shy, I think, of that first down. Now 7 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first half. Triplets on the right side, 1 on the left. There's the snap. Throws it deep. Too deep.
Yeah, he was just trying to get rid of it and give us a chance. But again, that pressure by the Bulldog defense got to him.
The ball will turn over on downs at the Bulldogs' 41-yard line. Seems to be some confusion. I'm not sure what that was about just there. Did you see the Bruins ran off that side?
Yeah, I think they saw Brandon down and may have thought it may have been a late hit or something was coming to protect him a little bit,
Gotcha.
or at least help him up, if nothing less. But the Bulldogs played it pretty straight and got away from him.
Pfizer staying out there to play defense now. Pass goes to the left side, complete to L.J. Robbins. He runs out of bounds at the 50-yard line. That is a 9-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Yeah, your comment about Andrew staying on defense caught me off guard. I was like, I don't think we've seen that all year, but you're right. Andrew's in there as kind of a middle safety maybe to help out with the pass game.
Archer with the keep there and slides down after picking up the first down.
Because I don't really see any injured in the secondary. I think he's just an extra safety. So probably it looks like we took out one of the linebackers. And may have been a little bit due to John Stephen Goodwin hurting his knee last game and is out.
Pass goes to the right side. It's complete to L.J. Robbins. He goes up the right side of the field, has plenty of blocking, picks up the first down, and then is stopped at about the 20-yard line. 7 minutes, 3 seconds left in the second quarter. Greenwood leads 28-6 over Pulaski Academy. And now there's a timeout coming from the Bruins. I think this is the first timeout called by the Bruins.
Yeah.
Did the Bulldogs call one earlier?
I
thought they did.
Yeah, they did. I think they did earlier.
Yeah. They showed 3 timeouts left still on the board. I noticed that last week too, is that they would
actually, no, I thought they may have had something out here, but they ended up calling offsides on the Bruins, which I thought it was a timeout.
Okay, maybe that's
so
what it was.
I think Greenwood does have all 3.
All right,
still.
good to go. Good to go. So the Bulldogs still have 3 timeouts left, and now the Bruins have 2.
Yeah, but that one definitely there was just a substitution mistake. PA was actually trying to get Andrew Pfizer off and put in someone on the defensive line, and it just happened too slow.
Kim Gamble, everybody's favorite science teacher, she's watching from home tonight and says, "Go Bruins." Let's go Bruins, and my linebacker, Caden Nash from Pop Pop, watching in Whitehall. This fan says they're watching from the small town of Bowling Green, Ohio in Northwest Ohio. Got hooked on Bruin football via the To the House series. Good luck, PA, from Steve in Northwest Ohio. Thanks, Steve. There's the snap. Pass goes to the left side. It hits the turf. That was intended for L.J. Robbins. It's incomplete. 6:58 left in the second quarter.
And that was kind of what I was talking about earlier, is how Coach Taylor's kind of compacting the defense in a little bit to stop the runs of Archer and the easy takes up the middle, and at least make them throw that ball to the outside and at least make him complete it. You know, it's not the best strategy of all time or some invincible strategy, but at least you make a quarterback and a receiver complete it to get yardage instead of just an easy keep up the middle for free yardage.
Archer has the snap, passes to the right side. That's complete. It's Braden Davis with the catch. He makes his way, I think, inside the 10. Like I said earlier tonight, the angle that you see is the same one we see tonight. That camera is sitting about 10 feet to my right, just looking out the window and a little bit higher, so you can see what I can. There's the snap, goes to the right, the left side. Met by the Bruins, trying to strip that ball. And they did blow the whistle after. Are they going to move it back forward?
Well, yeah, they kind of stopped his progress. You see the guy, the ref down here on the side.
But
only put it about 3 or 4 yard loss.
You're going to have to explain that one to me because he was still running laterally.
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought they probably could have dropped it back a little further. It was a little generous on the spot.
Archer has the snap, runs to the right side, still looking for a receiver, throws it, and it's batted away. I'm not sure if – no, he did catch it.
Wow, I didn't even see the guy over there.
I saw one of the Bruins reach up and throw his hands down. I thought he caught it, I thought he caught a piece of the ball is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Throwing it away. But
well, it was Carnes, I think, over there. Number 3 was the only receiver even close to where the ball was thrown. But, again, I couldn't even see him. Again, this is where PA's defense has kind of buckled up inside the 10-yard line a couple different times.
Yep.
Let's see if we can hold them out.
6 minutes, 12 seconds left in the second quarter. Third down, 6 to go. Has the snap. Archer flips it out to his right side. Braden Davis picks up another couple yards and steps out of bounds. 6:06 left in the second quarter.
And a good read by Miles Ward there on the option play. They kind of ran a little speed option to the right. We're going to pitch off of Miles. And once they pitched the ball, Miles did a great job of redirecting back out, but just missed the ankle tackle there that got him a little bit closer. So 4th and about, 2 yards?
Yeah. They've got 4th down and 3.
Maybe it is about 3. It's hard for us to see again. But it looks like they're going to bring out the field goal team here.
Trying to see who that kicker is. They don't have numbers on their side. It looks like 17.
Yeah,
that would be Bodie Steinfeld. The snap up there. Prior to the snap, there is a flag on the play. Encroachment on the defense. I think, we've had 2 encroachment penalties against the Bruins, and those are the only 2 that I remember hearing all season.
Well, I'm sure we've had a few. Offsides and encroachment is kind of the same call, different word.
But, sure, still.
Yeah, it hasn't been a lot of them. And, again, that's one of those that we similar to the one earlier this game in that it's only about maybe a 1-yard penalty, but it's close enough to convince these Greenwood coaches to go for it now on 4th down. So it's really still 4th and from the 2, but they're going to probably keep it with the quarterback here.
Bruin fans getting loud.
Stop him! Yes!
I think they did. Tried to go for 2, and they stopped them short. Or, tried to go for the touchdown.
Great stop there on the goal line.
5:57 left in the second quarter. Greenwood leads 28-6. Goodness gracious.
From the offensive perspective, though, after a big stop like that, you got to kind of take a breath and realize, okay, now we're on our own 2-yard line. So we're really going to need to focus up here, get a little quick play to get some breathing room back there, get the offense going.
From the live fan feedback, Elizabeth really, really, really wants me to say that she's cheering for you, Evan. There's the snap, runs it out of the end zone.
Handoff. I think that was Charlie Kotros that's
It looked like
Broke
Cotros.
through the line.
Yeah, I couldn't see his number, but it looked like his build. A lot of fans wanting that whistle to come in a little bit earlier so that nobody gets hurt.
Yeah, it was Cotros. See him in the backfield there. And again, that's a good first down play. It picked up about 6 yards and gave us just a nice breathing room here to kind of settle down. You see Coach Thrash getting a play into the offense.
Yep. Now he has 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He has 1 running back on his right side. Little play action there. Pass goes to the right to Pfizer. Ball drops. He dropped the ball.
Yeah, they call it incomplete.
Okay.
Call it incomplete, luckily. That was close, though. That ball kind of hung up on his hip a little bit. It was one of those close ones where it's like, is that possession to the rest? Do they see that on the hip as a possession or not?
It could.
And they saw it as no possession. He was still trying to gather the ball and make a football move. So they call it incomplete.
I know in basketball they have a specific time that's set to say that you have to have, I forget what it is, it's like 0.7 seconds to make what's known as a basketball move. Is there a rule like that in football?
No, it's actually very ambiguous about what a football move is.
As well it should be based on the name.
Right, yeah. Oh,
my goodness, he's going to break free and picked up the Hounds Lounge first down on his own.
Absolutely. Great call there. Sneak him up the middle, spread everybody out. And a great job by the offensive line. Right up the middle, Eric Park, Will Scrivanos, and Peyton Crabtree, the inside 3, doing a good job on not only the nose guard but the linebacker and sprung Brandon up through the secondary.
1st and 10 for the Bruins. 4 minutes, 47 seconds left in the half. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right, 1 man in the backfield on Cobb's right side. Little play action to Cotros. Flushed out of the pocket. He throws it away, going into the stands.
Catch it, Josh.
Right. That might have come through the window a little bit.
Maybe.
The angle wasn't just right.
Yeah, Brandon was going to have a little more arm strength than that. That was going to be a long throw.
We've had several come in the press box at Dickey Stevens Park, but that's, foul balls are different.
Yeah, a little easier to get up there.
Yeah.
Threw it away, brings up a 2nd and 10.
Now again, 2 receivers left and 2 right. 1 man in the backfield on his left side. Under pressure, throws it. Oh! Bounces off of Pfizer once again.
Yep, trying to set up the screen pass to Andrew, and it got sniffed out by Isaiah Arrington. He plays receiver and playing some corner or safety right there. And even if Andrew did end up catching that, he had a free shot at him, so it probably wouldn't have been many yards.
4:32 on the clock. 3rd down and 10 to go for the Bruins. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now 3 on the right side. There's the snap. Throws it to the left side. Pfizer has it and runs out of bounds.
Perfect.
At the 34-yard line.
Yeah, great timing there by Andrew and Brandon to right off of Andrew's break. Ball was coming out. Enough time by the offensive line to give him enough space to throw it, and another 3rd down conversion there.
Didn't have a great internet connection to start the game tonight. We were kind of worried for a few seconds until I looked and realized that one of the PA buses was blocking our antenna from the cell tower, which is, you can see it from here. So
yeah, you usually don't want a metal box in front of your cell connection.
There's the snap. Had an empty set. Throws it deep downfield. Walden Culpepper has it. The 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown Bruins.
Woo! Another big one from Walden. That's his 2nd touchdown of the night. Long one.
Nicely done.
And those big explosive plays are what this PA offense has been needing this whole year. We've needed more and more explosive plays, and we've been finding them with Walden here.
The Bruins extend, or at least shorten the gap a little bit. Now have 12. Going to try and put 2 more on. They shift everyone from a wide across the field to being all tight. Has the snap. Handoff to Pfizer. Carries it to the right side, punches it in, and the 2-point conversion is good. Greenwood 28, Pulaski Academy 14.
Yeah, huge momentum play there to bring it to 2 scores and just mentally get the Bruins back right.
That's what you get for trying to take a drink in the middle of put the mic in the wrong place.
I forgot I left it a couple inches away and had to bring that mic back in. I see an old friend, Justin Charette, walking the sideline. Him and I texted a little bit earlier in the week. I told him to come up as a little halftime guest, so don't be surprised if Ranger Charette comes up here at some point.
We've got probably about 5 minutes at the end of halftime if he does come up, because we've got about an 18-minute segment where we talked to the seniors this year.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you got some plays set up. So
I measured it out. It was about right at 18 minutes, and so I told Christina, I was like, look, as soon as we say thanks for halftime, hit that and go, because it's long.
Exactly.
Out to kick for the Bruins. That is Walt Smiley. Another
spinner
little
kick.
Spinner helicopter
Loose.
kick. Oh, I think the Bulldogs got that one.
Yeah, number 10 down there at the bottom of the pile.
But you know what? They kind of helped us out with that. I mean, they lost an extra 15 yards.
Right, yeah. It took a ricochet that was good for the Bruins, really, that took it down the field a little further.
Zoe, there's an extra jacket in the truck if you need. You're good. Okay. And now, Mrs. Who, if you're listening, we are making sure that she's staying warm, I promise. She came up here to stand in front of the heater for a bit.
All right, here we go. Big play from the defense. Come on now.
There's the snap. He's going to keep it. Forcing it forward, and he will slide before just after. I mean, he knew exactly where he needed to get for that first down. It looks like one of the Bruins are down on the field.
Yeah, I think that's Drew James reaching at his shoulder.
Yep. Got several Bruins banged up from the last game, like you mentioned. John Stephen is sitting out tonight.
Yeah,
and
JT Phelan as well, not playing tonight because of a shoulder or elbow, something like that. Bruin defensive line definitely getting tested tonight. You see, obviously, the steadiness of Peyton Adams and Ronan Rutherford still out there. You see Colin Durnley coming in as a substitute now.
There's the snap to Archer. Handoff goes to Braden Davis, and he runs to the left side of the field, and there's a lot of Bruin fans screaming about something.
Yeah, wanting a holding call on the wide receivers out here. Didn't get it, though. It's going to end up still being a 9-yard gain.
2nd and 1. I'm not sure. I think the ball came loose by the way the Bruins were diving.
It did seem a little weird, but now the refs seem to think it's pretty normal.
Yep.
But he did get the first down.
First down.
Yep.
3 minutes, 33 seconds and counting until halftime. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. There's the snap. It's a low snap, but he handled it just fine. Pass goes to the right side to L.J. Robbins. Up the right side of the field and forced out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That's another first down.
I continually am impressed by the Greenwood wide receivers, and their blocking downfield is tremendous on a lot of those short plays.
Yeah.
I saw right there one of them picked off Jake Fuller from the linebacker spot, came down, set the edge on Jake Fuller, and made it really easy for his other receiver to get out there for a lot of yards.
Archer keeps this one, runs forward. I think he was wrapped up by Ronan Rutherford there around the ankles.
Yeah, and Miles Ward coming over the top to finish it off. Good job by those two to keep it to a minimal gain, about 3 yards.
So 2nd and 7. 3 minutes remaining in the first half. If you missed it earlier, I did mention it. We did have a chance to speak with several of the seniors from this year's football team. So stick around for the Akel's Carpet One halftime show in about just a few minutes to see that interview. There's the snap to Archer. Quick handoff, goes to Braden Davis, goes straight up the middle, and looks like a gain of about 5 yards. No, excuse me, that's more than that. It's enough for another first down.
Yeah, good push there by the Greenwood offensive line and Braden Davis to kind of finish that run off and into the first down.
Quick
Going
snap.
quick.
Goes to the right side. Grant Carnes.
Again, they do a great job blocking KJ outside at the corner spot, out on the edge, giving just a lot of room. Well, you see Carnes kind of pulling up with a shoulder or something there. They get him off. Bring up 2nd down
And wait for him to put it on the scoreboard. Oh, nope, there is a flag on the play. Is that, oh, they say it's encroachment.
penalty. Result, first down.
Yeah, both the offense and defensive line both jumped, and it was kind of we were in one of those. We're pointing at them, they're pointing at us, and they're going to call it on PA though.
Goodness, so that gives them a first down. It was second and about 3.
Yeah, automatic first down. Well, not automatic, but they got enough yardage.
I mean, you would think at some point, if you don't have something nice to say, then come sit by me. Isn't that what we say, Christina?
Hey, this is where PA's defense has shined inside the 10-yard line. They've really buttoned up.
1 minute, 26 seconds left. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Braden Davis, runs to the right side of the field. The Bruins stop him inside the 10. Looks like right around the 5-yard line.
Yeah, good penetration there by Jake Fuller coming through that hole to slow him up a little bit, and then Colin Durnley was the one that ended up pushing him out of bounds.
Second and goal from the 5-yard line. 1 minute, 18 seconds remaining in the half.
Yeah, so if you're Greenwood, you're kind of thinking, yeah, we want to score a touchdown. We also want to at least maybe peel off some of this clock, or at least make the PA use their timeouts to make it a little tougher on the rebound here. Again, Greenwood used that motion so well, rolling out.
Passes into the end zone in the left side.
Oh,
did he catch that again
gosh,
with one
another
hand?
one.
One-handed catch.
Whew. A different guy, too. They're just making great catches
that was
all around.
Number 11, L.J. Robbins this time in the left back corner of the end zone.
A great catch.
Extends Greenwood's lead 34-14.
Number 17, Bodie Steinfeld in for the attempted extra point.
Out to kick the point after is Bodie Steinfeld. Kick is up and it's good. So now Greenwood 35, Pulaski Academy 14 with 1 minute 13 seconds left in the first half. Boy, these ticky-tack penalties, we've got to get those under control.
Yeah. I don't know if the offsides would have just make or break that possession, but again, it's just a mental letdown when it's like you got to set up at 3rd and 3 or 4, whatever it was at the time, and then just an instant first down from just a mental breakdown from PA of crossing that line and giving them free yardage. That's no work for them.
Number 17, Bodie Steinfeld set to kick off for the Bulldogs.
So Steinfeld out to kick off for the Bulldogs again.
Number 35,
KJ and Culpepper back to receive. Kick goes over to KJ once again. They kind of favor that left side. He's tripped and hit and everything else. Makes his way, it looks like the 25-yard line, maybe the 26.
take over, 1st and 10.
I'm just really proud at how many Bruin fans came out for this game. You know,
Yeah.
It's a long drive, it's a cold night, but they came ready for it.
It is. I think it's that semifinal action that gets them out here.
Yeah. 1:06 on the clock. 1st and 10 for the Bruins. Cobb from an empty set, 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Has the snap. Little play action to Katros. Tries to run to the left side, and he is sacked in the backfield. That'll result in about a 5-yard loss. The referee, did he throw his hat or just lose it? No, he just lost it.
Just moving too fast down there.
Yeah. Don't think there's a breeze at all. I don't see a flag anywhere around, so it's hard to tell. And looks like the Bruins will be calling a timeout.
Yeah, clock kept running after the sack.
That is a so is the clock supposed to stop after the sack?
No.
Oh, okay.
It should have run. It just it took them a little while to communicate with the ref, or maybe even just decide that we wanted to call a timeout since we were so far back.
Yeah, they did go ahead and put, I think they said 42 seconds. Yeah, 42 seconds
So, yeah,
on the clock.
that was basically Coach Lucas was talking to the ref earlier and just took him a while. Probably because he was grabbing his hat. He forgot to blow the whistle to stop it, so they gave him a few seconds back.
Those cheerleaders want you to get a little bit rowdy. I'm sure we've got lots of fan feedback. We will get to that at the end of the Akel's Carpet One halftime show. Cobb has two receivers left, two to the right, one man in the backfield on his left side. Has the snap, steps back. He throws it forward. It's caught. John Mark Charette. Was that his first reception?
Yeah, well, not on the year, but yeah, first one tonight.
Tonight, yeah. It's good to see him back.
It is. And he was inbounds, but Coach Lucas called a timeout immediately, so they're going to stop the clock.
So 32 seconds left. Looks like that is third down, and still it's 3rd and 18.
Oh, penalty as well.
Oh, there is a penalty. Excuse me, I didn't see that.
Illegal procedure. Interesting. So maybe some bad alignment by the receivers of someone. Too many men on the line or not enough men on the line of scrimmage.
Now it's back to it's not 2nd and 10. I promise. It's more like 2nd and 20.
Yeah,
close to that.
PA got to keep that timeout since it was a penalty.
32 seconds left. There's the snap. Looking to the left side. Season opening. He'll take it. Takes a hit and goes down after a gain of about 5 yards. It'll still be 3rd and about 15 for the Bruins. Clock is ticking. 13 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know if PL even run a play here.
It's like some of them are ready to. 5 seconds. 4.
Not much
3,
benefit to running it.
2, 1. That's it. So that is the end of the first half. Greenwood leads this game 35-14. Stick around. We've got lots more football to be played. And now we bring you the Akel's Carpet One halftime show.
At Akel's Carpet One, they can get it for you at wholesale. That's not just a slogan at Akel's Carpet One, it's their real money-saving story. You can get the lowest prices on carpets, floors, and real wood cabinets. They have nationwide buying power, low overhead, and local ownership that make all of this possible. Don't shop at the home centers or online when you can shop local and get the best wholesale prices. At Akel's Carpet One, we make it beautiful for less. AkelsCarpet1.com. Welcome to the Akel's Carpet One halftime show. This week on Wednesday, I had the chance to sit down with a few of the seniors from this year's football team.
I'm Walt Smiley. I plan to go to college. I'm not sure where yet, but I plan to study mechanical engineering at a university.
I'm Oz Lord. I plan to go to college and I plan to major in business.
I'm Will Scrivanis. I plan on going to University of Arkansas and I plan to major in business.
All right. Andrew?
My name's Andrew Pfizer. I haven't figured out what college I'm going to yet, but I'm planning on being a chemical engineer.
I'm Chance McKendra, and after high school, I do plan on going to college. I do want to major in civil engineering.
Do you have any favorite memories? You know, I know that a lot of you have been at PA for most of your lives, and that's the being on the football team is kind of a big deal, especially for the little kids who you see. They'll see you walking in the halls or maybe at the pep rally. They really look up to you, and I imagine at some point, some of you guys were in that position as well. So, what's your favorite memory of being a Bruin football player?
One of my very favorite things is coming out on home games and running down the sideline, and all the little kids have their hands out, and we get to run by and high five them and people are calling out like "Go number 7, go Andrew," and it kind of shocks me that all of these people know who I am, and it made me realize that I'm a big role model for them. And whenever I think back about whenever I played, there were tons of people who I looked up to, and I'm glad that we're finally in that position and able to represent ourselves as role models for these kids as well.
I do love the way that the kids look up to us, that, in our senior brother and sister class, that as soon as they found out that we were football players, they got all excited and started asking us a million questions about what it's like to be a Bruin football player. And I just find that really cool that these kids do look up to us.
Tully, the question out here right now is, do you have a favorite football memory, a memory of playing football, or maybe something that happened funny at practice? That's kind of what we're talking about.
I think my favorite memory was probably just growing up playing football down by the bear statue. It's kind of a cool full circle moment looking back now. It's like, you always want to be that kid playing on the field on Friday nights, and, kind of just seeing how far, like as a class, we've come. Because like, from the, to
a funny memory with Coach Thrash. We were in the me and Jalen, we were just talking. We came up with a bright idea to scare his son, Johnny, but for some reason, Coach Thrash, when Jalen went around, all I've ever heard from a man. The funniest memory I've had.
It's been surreal, kind of full circle, like the other guy said. It's whole life and crazy. That's.
Do you favorite coach, and why? Why would they be your favorite?
Coach Lucas was our coach from 8th grade on. So like 8th and 9th grade coach, moved up, and Coach Kelly was the head coach. Getting the play, very special connection. Same with like grade coach. So it's just, he has a special program equally, but you just kind of have that.
Is the same, but I spot out the fact that Coach just bring the energy wherever he goes, and that's something I love him for, because he gives me a lot more energy during practice or break dancing in front of all of us and stuff like that. So I built a better connection between me and Coach Jones, so I feel like I'm connected than any of the other coaches.
Personally, my favorite is Lucas, because whenever we started middle in 5th grade, big role in my life for that would be 8 years, because he's my receivers coach, and only 2 of us seniors at receiver, me and John Mark. Was how to be a better. I'm so glad that he's been our head coach in my life.
My favorite coach is probably Coach Wyatt, just because I already pushed in how much he's.
Oh, that's my.
I'd say one of my biggest influences in my career has been my playing.
Will agree.
It's true.
and dedication that
chance to really those big moments that are happening. Does a lot. And then like being able to go back and watch those clips again is such a blessing to me. And so I think that, and also the for about a year and had a a big connection between with these guys and connection to.
I think I'm gonna miss the small moments, like everything, being
same guys in different grades for.
One of the most special things about football is that it's more than just a culture in itself. Things that we do and playing together. It's all different things. I'm definitely gonna miss just hanging out with all these guys. I mean, some of my football,
working everyone else that we come across. 7th grader, and our team would line up. Was 3 inches taller than us at every position, 100 pounds heavy. We'd always come out win by a lot, and I that as soon as I moved up and I started playing, that no matter how talented you are, hard work is going to beat that every time, and that how fast you are. If you outwork someone, you're gonna be more successful than them.
Andrew, I would kick myself if I knew about that last play into that play before seconds left. And I think most of Bruin Nation had, was starting to contemplate, well, all right, what are we going to do next weekend? Here comes that pass. And what did that feel like that pass coming in double cover the corner of the end zone? I mean, it was insane. I'm sure you've probably watched that clip a few times, but what your perspective and how did that?
So pretty much, first earlier on that drive, I was given a ball that was thrown up to me, and I was about on the 5-yard line. I caught it, but I didn't. It was at that point I was like, oh gosh, that might have been the last play that I was ever able to catch the ball in football. So I was like, I got to do something to go help us out back as a team. And so then they called a timeout on that last play. We had a couple other guys make some huge plays on that drive. William Sabota and Chance McKendra both had. Brandon was doing really well. So they called a timeout, and Coach Thrash drew up a little play. And then I was walking back out there. And I'm like, okay, Andrew, I'm just going to pretty much put it to the back line. And so he called hut, the ball snapped. I ran back there. I knew the ball was going to be there, so I just had to get there. Saw it coming through the air. That was definitely a ball that him and I have thrown probably 1,000 times. The stakes were obviously so much high in this scenario, but we got it done, and now we're moving on to the semifinals. This is, I think, is tomorrow, and I think we're good things going for us this weekend.
Right, Spotlight is brought by Caldwell Toyota. I'd like you to join us recognizing our core value student of the week, Caroline Pledger. Caroline exercises responsibility daily. Other subject with which they need extra help. She is kind, considerate, and supportive of her classmates. She possesses an incredibly passionate and empathetic spirit. Congratulations, Caroline Pledger, on being our Core Value Student of the Week. Our Core Value Student of the Week is brought to you by Caldwell Toyota. Just another way Caldwell cares. At Caldwell Toyota, they are passionate about helping the right for them, the most affordable prices possible. That's why they carry such a large selection of new Toyota models, because whether you're looking for something sporty, efficient, versatile, family-friendly, rugged, or all of the above, they are confident they have a new Toyota model to meet all of your needs and then some. Visit them online at caldwelltoyota.com. You know that Crown Trophy of Little Rock has every type of award to recognize athletes, students, and even co-workers. But more than that, Crown Trophy can customize drinkware, badges, and even rings. Whether you have people working for you or working hard on your team, show them your appreciation by recognizing them with something special from Crown Trophy of Little Rock. Visit them online at crowntrophy.com. Please join us in congratulating the Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Student Athlete of the Week, Zach Miller. Zach is a driven member of our varsity basketball and soccer teams. He strives every day to give his all on the court, on the pitch, and in the classroom. He continually keeps a positive and encouraging attitude. He is kind and considerate to all. Congratulations to Zach Miller, the Student Athlete of the Week, brought to you by Bowen Heffley Orthopedic. Visit them online at bowenheffleyortho.com. Ron Jones and Charlotte Emery offer you a combined 40 years of real estate experience for all of your residential or commercial needs, whether you're buying or selling. Ron Jones RE/MAX Affiliates Realty is standing by to take your call and schedule a market survey or consultation at your convenience. They have the expertise to navigate the current market conditions to your benefit. You can rely on their experienced realtors to get the results you need. For listings or more information, call 501-416-3658 or visit them online at ronjonesrealtor.com.
All right, welcome back, folks. They've got their warm-up clock going, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and let me tell you, they need a warm-up clock. It's 44 degrees out here. There's no wind, but that's not stopping anybody from noticing how cold it is. Even me, I had to go out and grab a sweater.
As I finish up my halftime snack.
No, you go for it, man. I've got 2 scores I can recap.
Well, I was going to say, it's one of those nights that you look at the temperature and like, it's mid-50s to start the game.
Right.
That's fine.
You're fine.
I may just go with a light jacket.
Yeah.
But it drops into that, once it starts getting in that 40s, whoo.
Yeah, I agree. Well, of course, this one, The Bruins have some work to do. They trail Greenwood 35-14. The other one to look at is a little bit closer. Little Rock Christian leads Benton 21-14 at halftime. So they trail by only 1 touchdown. So that's a good look for Benton.
Yeah, I thought going into that game that was going to be a close one, because the thing that stood out to me was earlier in the year, Little Rock Christian lost to Shiloh Christian. And Shiloh Christian ran the ball with their running back a lot, like 30, 40 times. He had like 300 or 400 yards. I can't remember what the number was. But I look at Benton, and Benton's got Braylon Russell as their running back, who's committed to the Hogs, and he's one of those backs that they may just be content with handing it 30 or 40 times and just saying, come at them.
Don't choke yourself, man.
I know.
I can hear it. It's like right there.
No, I'll shut up here in a second, but I want to get this point across, is that Benton is probably content giving it to him 30, 40 times and just wearing down that Little Rock Christian front. But, hey, again, like you said, Christian's up by 7, looks like at halftime. So go on. I'll stop talking.
No, you're good. I was just going to also comment, another one to see in the playoffs this deep in the season is a fun one. Central Arkansas Christian, CAC, but they're not having a great night. At halftime, Elkins leads CAC 39-9. That's, of course, over in 4A action. Looking around, Harding Academy 42, Ashdown 6 at halftime. Rivercrest leads Arkadelphia 22-6 at halftime.
Ooh, that's an upset there.
It's a big upset right now. Also at halftime, Warren at 38. The Lumberjacks leading that one over Ozark with 7. We already went over some 6A scores. So 5A, you've got Little Rock Parkview leading Camden Fairview 28-13 at halftime. Pine Bluff leads Shiloh Christian 35-19, and I can't help but be a Pine Bluff fan tonight.
Yeah, Pine Bluff's got a couple of great athletes. I think 2 of their guys are maybe committed to the Hogs or offered by the Hogs. They've got some really good athletes down there in Pine Bluff.
Looking up at 7A, you've got a barn burner in Bryant tonight. You've got Bentonville. We saw them. I told you earlier, we saw 3 different convoys of 3 buses each. So they had 6 buses from Bentonville driving to Bryant. They are tied at 21 at halftime. And as they kick off to start the second half, Fayetteville leads Conway 14-7 at halftime. A close one there.
Yeah, those are going to be 2 great games down to the wire.
Little helicopter kick, and the Bulldogs are ready for it. 2 of them. That was in perfect sync. That was number 3 and number 1. That was Braden Skaggs along with Grant Carnes. That was kind of neat how one of them kind of stopped the ball and then they both kind of boom. They had to have practiced that all week because that looked like they had some cadence to it.
Yeah, one's kind of that catcher in baseball, kind of stopping the speed of it and getting it in the ground, and then both of them are kind of getting on top of each other to grab possession of it. So Greenwood takes over. Defense needs to step up here.
Quick handoff there to Braden Davis. He picks up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5 to start the second half. 11 minutes, 47 seconds on the clock. I'm going to try to kind of work in some of our live fan feedback. Definitely want to give a shout out to the Bruin cheerleaders for all their hard work. They've got a lot of proud grandparents out there watching. This little note for Christina, they were asking if they could get some sideline shots of the cheerleaders because the grandparents aren't here tonight to see them.
There we go. Nice job. Peyton Adams getting back there, causing some havoc.
Behind the scenes action here. Sorry about that. 10 minutes, 45 seconds and counting in the third quarter. Archer sets up in the shotgun. Twins looks like stacked on the right side now, man in motion. They'll have 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right, 1 man in the backfield. He has the snap. Pass goes out there.
Nice.
Oh, and a flag comes in. Wow. That was intended for Scott Holland.
And Patton Wicker was coming around from the back, and I thought he did a great job bringing that front side arm across.
They are calling that pass interference.
I guess they're calling his left hand grabbing at the waist a little bit as he was coming around, but man, that's ticky-tacky.
Yeah. Well, that kind of follows the rhythm that we've seen tonight.
Right, yeah, penalties definitely have become a thing here. Again, I mean, we got plenty of time left in the game. We just started the second half. Only down 21. You just got to mentally think one stop, just get a stop any way we can. Doesn't matter where it is, just get a stop.
Has the snap, rolls to the left side, throws to the left side. It is complete to L.J. Robbins up the sideline and is finally stopped by number 22, Walt Smiley, after picking up the first down.
Yeah, they've really loved Robbins on those out routes off of motion to get some space and separation between his coverage. They've used him really well in that slot area.
Now it's 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line in Bruin territory. 10 minutes, 2 seconds on the clock. Pass goes to the left side. It's complete to Isaiah Arrington.
Got a little quick screen out there to Arrington, using his speed and agility to break some tackles. Picked up about 5.
Nine minutes, 57 seconds. 2nd down, 4 to go. Ball is on the 14. There's the snap. Hand off to Braden Davis. Nope, that was a fake. He kept it, run it into the end zone on his own. Touchdown, Greenwood.
Yeah, and there's how they found it to get the ball into Archer's hands a different way than we did the first time around. First time around, they were just using straight quarterback keeps. This time they use kind of a zone read action where they ride Davis down in the middle, catch the PA defense cheating, looking in the backfield. He pulls it out and has a lot of room to the outside.
The score is currently, for a moment, the reciprocal, 4-1-1-4. The kick is up, and you can scratch that. It's now 42 for Greenwood, 14 for the Bruins. 9 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Go Bruins from Corey Park. Carter Cole says, don't worry, he'll pay Chris's donations if he cancels his. There you go. Go number 72, we're rooting for you. Carson Bales and all the Bruins watching from Duck Camp down in Stuttgart. That's Brent, Wendy, Pierce, and Clinton.
There he is.
Justin.
That's the guy we're looking for.
They call him just in time.
What's up, man? Good to see you.
Justin Charette joining us up here.
Not in the best of circumstances, but hey, he's up here. He promised me he'd come say what's up. We had a busy halftime. Josh did some pre-done interviews with the seniors, so we didn't have any time for you, so don't worry.
Oh, good.
Don't worry, but he's here now.
Yeah, we're here.
Give us as KJ catches this kickoff here, takes to the outside. Give us a little 30-second recap of what you've been up to.
Well, I was overseas in South America for a little bit. I was in 3 states in northern Brazil, working with Brazilian Special Forces, American Special Forces out of Eglin Air Force Base, and SECO of 126 Infantry, my unit. So we were all just doing a couple training missions with the regular warfare stuff.
Now, for those who don't know you, tell them, what you graduated from PA what year?
I graduated from PA in 2016.
Okay.
I was a safety on the football team for 3 years. Loved it there.
Hey, we don't forget about some of your catches in your receiving game. So don't forget that too. He's sneaking around it. He had some couple 100-yard receiving games, maybe a 200-yard receiving game. I don't know. Maybe not that high.
No 2 bills.
But touchdown game. I know that.
I had a couple good games when they let me get on that side of the ball. But
yeah, tremendous safety all around, and is now serving our country in the finest way as an Army Ranger.
Yeah, so I'm out of the 101st infantry officer there with SECO 126. Best unit at the 101st by far. Love those guys, and we've been having a great time down in Brazil. So we were in Macapá, which is a large city in northern Brazil. We were in Belém, which is the most populous city in northern Brazil, and then I was in Oiapoque. And Oiapoque, come on, Jamartin. Yeah, Oiapoque is kind of on the outskirts, but still a pretty populous area up in there. So.
A lot of acronyms, a lot of city names, but I'm just going to summarize it up in just general BA.
Yeah, it was
we know what that means.
It was a lot of grimy, hard work that we had to do, patrolling the jungles and doing our waterborne reconnaissance, everything else. But it was a really good time, really great training opportunity that I would never thought I could experience anywhere else. So
Just to make sure, you said waterborne reconnaissance, not waterboard.
yes.
I kind of thought that when he said it as well.
We did detain some people at times, and we did speak a little Portuguese. Mãos para trás is hands behind your back. Diete, diete. We had to speak to the locals at times, but nothing too extravagant. They were all very compliant, which was nice.
Well, it was a great sight to see John Mark warming up. I'd heard a couple rumblings before the game of that he might get a few plays here and there, but just an awesome sight to see him coming back.
Yeah, he's been playing the whole game. Big play. Come on, get upfield, make a play. Yeah, face mask. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they saw
Andrew
it.
Pfizer grabs that one.
It's PI roofing penalty flag. 8 minutes, 42 seconds left in the third.
Is there anything you see that PA should be kind of looking at, offense or defensively? You've kind of had experience on both sides.
Yeah, right now the O-line's working with what they got, and they're rushing three. They're mixing it up. They're pretty well schemed. This is a great coach team. If they would just give our quarterback a little time, we really can make a play. It's the same PA offense, and that's all it's about. Is just give them some time. We'll make a play. We'll get back in this game.
Yeah, Greenwood front has definitely been impressive so far, and to me, like you said, the offensive line is working with what they got. They've really been fighting a pretty good game overall.
All right, so they're rushing three here.
Brandon Cobb looking for some space.
Oh, makes his way up to the 5.
And we just got to take what they give us. That's really all it's about.
Yeah, exactly. They've definitely been taking away some of the deeper passes, although we've gotten past them with Walden twice. But I really look for them to use some more quick passing game over the middle.
It'll be 2nd and down, 5 yards to go. Just about 8 minutes remaining in the third. Empty set for Cobb. He has 2 receivers right, 3 to the left. He'll keep this one, run around the formation, and
to the 1.
It's close.
Yep, very close. That might be enough for a first down because the marker was just outside the end zone.
Yep, they're calling it a first down.
Nice. So that is a Hounds Lounge first down. Snap to Cobb. He's going to keep it again.
Yep.
Run up the center.
He's in there.
Nice.
Touchdown, Bruins.
Brandon Cobb on the keeper. Good push up front by the offensive line, especially behind that left side, Evan Goodwin and Peyton Crabtree.
So now the Bruins have 20, still trailing Greenwood's 42. 7 minutes, 41 seconds left in the third. It's Walt Smiley out to kick the PAT. The whistle. There's the snap. He saw movement. We'll see. Who do they blame it on this time? I'll bet $5. It's going one way. No, I'm not going to do that.
We got it. I had Greenwood giving the surrender cobra.
Oh, they are going to call it on
whatever.
PA. Wow. Josh, you talked that one to an existence.
What'd you say? I got my $5 from nowhere because nobody took that bet.
Well, as we set up, it'll be a 5-yard penalty, a little bit longer extra point, but nothing, no big harm there. How was Baby Charette? She pretty excited to see you come home?
Yes, Baby Charette is the absolute best thing that could ever happen to me. She is the funniest, most alive child I have ever met.
It's no good. It went wide right.
She's just a ball of joy all the time.
Well, with parents like you and Grace, what did you really expect? It's going to be funny and charming and good looking. And what did you really expect?
She takes after her mother. She's literally the most beautiful thing. She's funny. She's already got a sense of humor. She talks back to her mom. It's hilarious.
Wow.
Watch her right now. She's hearing this.
She's getting started early. Wow.
Yeah.
And the pupper was excited to see you as well?
Absolutely. Patton was very excited.
Good.
Great puppy.
When did you actually get home?
I actually got home on the 22nd late, so 23rd. So I literally flew in from South America, C-17 Strat Air, and then I downloaded equipment, packed my bags, and went to Little Rock so I could watch this game.
Nice. Hey, that's dedication.
And then
folks.
drove another 2.5 hours here because we're not the #1 seed, which is so lame. So lame.
Well, we got Landon O'Donnell setting up here for a different type of onside. See if he can get a good
kick,
pop.
Good bounce. Oh, bad.
Oh, no.
Not good.
Wow.
And that's Grant Carnes again.
Touchdown, Greenwood.
With another huge play.
They extend the lead to 48-20.
We just can't seem to get out of our own way.
Just crushes momentum.
I know.
Felt great after that last drive.
I
And
know.
just shoot.
Yep.
I really like the helicopter kicks we were kicking before. We had two really good ones that really looked like we had a chance to recover.
Yeah, there's definitely been some good ricochet in there, and Greenwood's honestly done a really good job of jumping on those after the ricochet part.
Yeah.
Extra point is good. Your score, Bulldogs 48.
They did blow a whistle, even though,
Encroachment, number 35.
yeah, it's going to be encroachment again against the Bruins again.
Yeah. I think KJ is definitely trying to get a good jump start there on the side. Yeah, they are going to have to re-kick it because that was a pre-snap penalty, so that play didn't happen. But again, I do think that's just KJ trying to get a great jump on there to get back and block it, and is offside. Probably got his head offsides.
This used to be my favorite thing to do with block
Just
kicks.
sprinting around the edge and diving at it.
It was so fun. I hate kickers.
You hate kickers?
I kick, but I hate kickers.
Don't say that.
I love blocking kicks. Pretty funny.
Well, that extra point will make it 49-20. Bulldogs in the lead. 7 minutes, 34 seconds left in the third quarter.
One fan is trying to start the hashtag, "We believe in Miles Ward."
Look, Miles, we're just going to need you to strip sack a couple different times.
Right.
Get us going here.
We've done it before.
Yep, we have seen it before.
We've seen it before. Watson Chapel 2014, I believe. We were down 28.
I think it was 28, yeah.
Yeah, we were down 28.
Yep, and this is the onslaught. I mean, we talk about it all the time, but that onslaught can come.
Score,
yes, the formula's there. It just needs to get kicked into gear.
Warren? No, it wasn't Warren. Who was it?
Whitehall, a long time ago.
Whitehall, a long time ago. That was 2014,
Yeah.
I believe, as well.
Yeah, there's definitely been some onslaughts. I mean, you can obviously think back to the Cabot game that kind of struck a big nerve, but that was at the start of the game, so we weren't really behind. But it was a good string of onside kicks.
Another one goes to KJ. Back left side. Comes up to the 20, 25, the 30. Uh-oh.
Great play. All right, kid. Good
finally
work.
crossed the 40, I believe. It's the 42 is where they'll mark it, so that's a nice return.
Yeah, KJ's been a really nice bright light in the kicking game. He's had just so much consistency back there. I don't know why. They keep kicking it to him almost every game. It seems like they purposely kick it to KJ, and he's had so many great returns out of it. So PA is going to set up at about the 42-yard line. Going to continue with the 5-wide look, 3x2. Good time for Brandon this time. Scanning around, looking for John Mark. Just high and a little bit too far out of his reach.
He's got to catch that.
Yeah, and needed a little bit more hops, or maybe the ball to be a little bit lower.
Yeah. He's got to catch that. Hands, it touches your hands, you got to catch that.
Yeah, he did. There's a little bit of touch there, so Big Brother's definitely going to say, bring that one in.
It's a hard household.
Exactly.
So Zach Kelly wanted to make sure that you knew it was him saying this. He said, that describes Justin pretty well. I hate kickers, and I love blocking kicks. I was a kicker, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's Justin in a nutshell.
Paradox, yeah.
Moves there.
It'll be they are moving them, so that's
just like
I think I do remember that. Was it a bowl game?
School for the deaf. Institution.
Again, good time back there. Looking for John Mark. Just out ahead. Didn't get his fingertips on that one,
No,
Justin.
he didn't,
So you got to give him a little bit of break.
He's got to get out of his break there. That's all it was.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't seen anybody wear sleeves that are that loose. He just doesn't like those tight sleeves, does he?
I used to love that too. Realistically, I used to love the loose sleeves. I would like tape a little bit of something that would grip the ball a little better, but that was it.
Empty set for Cobb. 2 receivers right, 3 left. 6:37 on the clock. Passes to the left side. Oh, did he catch it?
I think he did come down with him after
I think
a huge
he did.
hit.
That was a big hit.
Yeah, they're going to give him the catch for
Andrew
a few yards.
Pfizer.
It's a good catch.
I'm just excited he held on to that. It's like he had Gorilla Glue in his fingers.
So 3rd and 7 coming up, just past midfield. Again, Bruins down 49-20. 6 minutes coming up left in the third period.
Another empty set. 3 receivers left, 2 right. Has the snap, and there's a flag prior to the snap.
A little movement by the receivers.
Even though the Bruins are on offense, it'll be encroachment against the Bruins.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
False start. Yep, that was the receivers flinching
Another
a little
dead ball.
bit. Just another mental mistake by the Bruins.
Yeah, somebody in Vermont is cheering on the Bruins, and they said that hashtag is manifesting this Brew win.
Let's do it. Let's
Another
get a win.
empty set. Looking to pass.
Rushing 4.
Oh, no, and he will get sacked for about a 3-yard loss. Oh, no. I saw that one. Surprised we didn't have any flags there. Little extracurricular activity.
All right, 4th down here.
It's 4th down, 15 yards to go, and there's a flag. No, or is it a timeout? Timeout
Greenwood.
Against called by Greenwood. It'll be their first timeout of the half. Goodness. So let's see. You left PA, went to
I went to Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Yep.
Okay.
Had a redshirt freshman year there.
Yep.
I was mainly a kickoff specialist, but I did get to play a little safety as well.
Cool.
Which was
Did
super
you do
fun.
ROTC there?
I did not. I was
No?
straight football.
Okay.
I had no interest. I don't know what, got into me, but I just about midway through the season, I felt the need. I wanted to go into the Army. I wanted to do something
Sure.
for the Army. And my dad was a former West Point grad. He kind of talked me into the process of becoming an officer, and I kind of fell in love with the idea. And then applied for West Point. I was like the last one in my class to get in, thank goodness. And the rest is history. I got in. I played for the club teams. I did all the stuff for.
So you're now first lieutenant, is that right?
That's right.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
How long you got before you can look at those captain bars?
It'll be another year, probably May 2025.
There you go.
Year and a half, 18 months.
There's an empty set for Cobb looking to pass to the right side.
Got
He has
7 on the-
Pfizer. Oh, and it's
boy.
intercepted. Intercepted by number 1, Braden Skaggs. Still running.
Stepped out.
Nope,
Called him
he
out.
stepped out.
Good.
That one ref keeps losing his hat, running right out of it. He thinks he got a touchdown, but
Yeah, he definitely
at
stepped
least
out there.
They have possession at what looks like the 25-yard line in Bruin territory. 5:02 left in the third. Anyway.
Jeez.
Yeah, really tough position to put the offense in. 4th and long.
So West Point, and then did you Ranger school, I guess, while you were there?
No, sir. So I graduated in 2021, so
Yeah.
May 2021. I went to Infantry Basic Officer Leadership course at Benning.
Yep.
Now called Fort Moore.
Yep.
Then
Queen of Battle.
graduated December.
It's the Queen
Looks
of
like
Battle.
we're
We
on,
need to
yeah.
make sure we keep that in mind.
Yeah.
It's not the King of Battle.
Yeah, it's
you know.
the Queen of Battle.
Usha.
And then after that,
Because the King is who?
King of Battle's artillery.
That's right.
I gotta love the guns.
Don't forget it.
Love the guns.
Red leg for life.
Love the guns. So after graduating in February, I actually went into the February class of Ranger School, 0522, and pushed through. Had to recycle mountains, do some unfortunate events up on the cliffs, and then after that, ended up graduating 0622 in June, and then I moved to Fort Campbell in August.
Oh,
That
wow.
was it.
Fun. You're in it.
Yeah, from my perspective, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of great opportunities. Great play, great
Nice.
tackle.
That was a great tackle by Caden Nash. Just wrapped him up.
So after that, I went to Fort Campbell. I ended up moving to 126. I got pushed to the 3-shot, and I just kind of waited on rear D, and then they deployed me to Romania to the Black Sea in November of 2022.
Now, S3, that's Intel?
That's operations.
Operations, thank you.
side. So
Thank
they
you,
made
thank you.
me.
It's
God,
been a minute.
The safety, baby.
Yep, there's another touchdown for Greenwood.
Number 0, Arrington, got past the secondary again.
Greenwood now leads 55-20.
Now let me ask. Now was West Point or what time were you there during that COVID pandemic? Were you in school at the time?
Yeah, so I was at school.
How did that go?
We went on school. We went on spring break that year, 2020, and we ended up. I was telling everybody like, hey, grab your laptops, because I was one of the leadership roles at West Point. I was one of the leaders at West Point. I was like, hey, grab your laptops, grab everything weird, because it seems like this is going to be something a little more spicy than I was anticipating. And they all kind of laughed at me and stuff. And then, you know, we get a text midway through spring break, hey, you're not coming back. You're going to do the rest of the semester at your homes. You're going to figure out how to do online communications. You're going to figure out how to do Microsoft Teams for all your courses, including chemistry, physics, and everything that you have to do.
Yeah.
And we just kind of adapted, overcame that second semester, and then returned back. I guess it was my junior year I returned back, and it was just like a regular return.
Now, was there, obviously you can take the normal academic classes, was there more leadership that they kind of focused on, you working together with the other cadets there about virtually? It seems like it's a lot harder to build that camaraderie and the leadership aspect of it through the
online virtual environment. Yeah, and that was kind of what was anticipated, and it was this thing we were working through the whole time.
Yeah.
And it was frustrating. It was something that I never want to do again, but overall, I think the institution handled it as best they could. Our leaders handled it as best they could, and we overcame it and got to the most normal senior year for me as possible, which was pretty cool.
I want to go back to how, you know, the process getting into West Point. So I know that you know, to get in, I know you've got to take a physical training test. We call it PT.
Right.
So you had to take a PT test, and so how did that go? I understand that Coach Kelly had to do your PT test before you got into West Point. Tell us a little bit about that.
Coach Kelly administered my PT test just as one of the coaches that was involved with PA, and I could say was administratively over me at the time. And that 2-mile run sucked. I was in football shape. I was not in Army shape. And I have to go back and remind him, hey, I'm pretty fast now. I'm pretty fit now. You don't have to think about it.
Hey,
Good job, Mark. John Mark.
That's a kid.
Great big catch, 30-something yards.
Need more of those. Keep going.
Right.
Hey, speaking of maybe a little out of shape, John Mark, I mean, we've got to give him a little break. He needs to play after that.
He needs the boot or something.
Well,
I'll talk to him about it later.
The physical fitness side is interesting too. So, when you were away, did they give you kind of recommendations on physical fitness to do on your own, or how did that work out when you were away from campus?
They did, and in the back of your mind, you know, as soon as you get back, you're taking a PT test, and
it's gonna
knock
together.
your socks off. Yeah, you better figure out how to run really quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know, in full disclosure, Coach Kelly actually texted Blake and I just a second ago and said, "Hey, just remind him how that went down." So that's why I brought that up.
Hey, he got in. He got in. That's all that counts,
I have to remind him. Hey, I can run pretty fast now.
He said, Coach Kelly said, "I thought he died at the other end of the field. He just stopped and laid down."
Yeah, it was.
He died a little bit. Yeah.
It was a tough PT test for sure. Definitely the hardest. Won't ever do that again.
That pass was intended for Will Manning. It's incomplete.
Every PT test since then has been easy.
Really?
To include Ranger School and Bolick.
I guess because you're maybe more prepared as you know it's coming. That was a little more out of the blue.
You can put your body through just about anything and it will adapt.
Yeah, I mean, to me, gosh, Ranger School and SEAL School, that stuff that they talk about is just, it's a crazy mental test.
It really is. It's just about what are you willing to put your body through.
One thing
put your mind through.
To note, fans, is that now the score is 56-20. The sportsmanship rule is in effect for the remainder of the game. So you'll notice that this clock is going to tick away quickly. It's 1 minute, 30 seconds left in the third now.
One other thing that came to mind is how would you say Bruin football kind of linked? I don't want to say it's the same as the military, but how did it help you, hurt you, prepare you, not prepare you for your military career so far?
Well, I'm sure Coach Kelly somewhere is listening to this, and I don't want to toot his horn too much, but similar to the boss or the head coach on the football field, you're going to have a BC, so a battalion commander that's just absolutely looking to push the buttons of a young lieutenant before he puts him in charge of a platoon. And so dealing with him and getting berated every day in practice everywhere else, great first down, great catch.
Yeah, Andrew Pfizer there for the short catch that got enough for the first down. As we pass under 1 minute, 40 seconds and counting. Again, the clock is going to continue to run. with the score what it is.
Coach Kelly says also, if full disclosure, Justin is for sure one of the toughest kids to ever walk on a PA field.
Oh, I
don't know about
absolutely,
that.
I will attest to that.
There's been a lot of good kids. Corbin Witham comes to mind. He's the only other one.
Yeah,
And it's just because he's
Oh,
too dumb
wow,
to know.
another keeper, and he's picked up a first down on his own.
a little bit of that too, yes.
14 seconds left.
But yeah, definitely the kind of the classes of leadership. You have your battalion commander, as you're saying, like a head coach, and then you have your position coach, Coach Wyatt, is always on you as well, and then kind of tries to build you up a little bit behind.
Right, he's kind of like the executive officer, and he still will let you know if you do something wrong. So he was great, but realistically, just like how I have to report, I have to give briefs, I have to give commanders update briefs, I have to prepare operations slides for the battalion commander or anybody else. When I was in the S3 shop, I had to report to Coach Kelly and make sure I didn't screw up that engagement every day, especially as a young freshman or a sophomore. And so, just being prepared to hold your feet to the fire, that's kind of what I got out of PA. And then all the other physical aspects of it, obviously, but that was one I took away the most, I think.
Yeah, the mental toughness is obviously something that's through all these kids. They're getting every day as part of Bruin football. And you just took it to the next level as taking it to the highest level, really, in my eyes.
There was a palpable fear, though, among the younger class.
Oh, yeah.
When Hunter Henry's on the field, when Thorpe's on the field, when all these legends of PA ball and the guys that are supposed to be practicing the most are on the field, and then it's like, oh, it's JV time, or it's like third string time or freshman time, whatever.
You didn't
better
want to
not
be the
waste
one that
everybody's
screwed up.
time.
Yeah, you didn't want to be the one that caused everybody else up
Yeah.
downs. Well, in your world, I'm sure it's not up downs. It may be
It would be the
10-mile
same
runs.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
or
you
worse,
still get smoked.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
So
like, oh, who's this kid? He's wasting my time now.
Yep.
Same thing. That's what I got out of it.
Cobb looking to pass, scrambles out of the pocket, throws it out of bounds. 11 minutes, 49 seconds left in the game. Man, we got a lot of folks chiming in. One young man is learning a valuable lesson this evening.
hey, you got to listen to your battalion commander on PA Live.
Right.
He'll throw the hammer down.
Yeah, he will.
DC and Lonnie say, go Bruins.
Let's go, team.
There's the snap from an empty set. Cobb looking downfield, throws it out
Great
there.
play.
Got
Great
it.
play. Give him time. That's all he needs.
Alex Zeldin coming across the middle there. Great
Thought
catch.
that's who that was. I thought surely I saw 18, but no, it was 16. You're right. That's another Hounds Lounge first down. 11:05 and counting. This will be 1st and 10. The Greenwood student section over here doing a choreographed dance. I'm guessing that's some kind of a TikTok dance. I don't know.
Out of my realm.
Yeah.
I don't have a TikTok.
Me either.
I'm not a Chinese spy. I don't do
Right,
that.
right. Timeout called on the field. I think that was PA.
Yeah, I think PA called the timeout.
Each team has 2 timeouts remaining. 10 minutes, 32 seconds left in the game. And Greenwood leads 56-20. We're here talking to Justin Charette, who's a PA alum and football alum, West Point grad, and just doing his thing as an Army officer now.
All around good human in my eyes.
There you
guy.
go.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Dabble in violence, but they're still good.
Hey,
on the good team.
Yeah, your Rangers have to be nice and physical and mean, too.
You know, it's crazy. I can still to this day recite every line of our, like,
all the creeds you did.
30-line creed from Bravo Company 258 Infantry at Fort Benning.
That's awesome.
Yeah, every single line.
Don't put it in you. You can't take it out.
It's one of those things I can't recite on the air because it'll offend so many people.
Absolutely.
How many times it talks
Great
about
play.
killing people.
Great catch. Those short crossers have been there all night. It's good to see.
Yeah, Walden coming across there for a nice catch and a first down. Right about the 10-yard line, so it'll be 1st and goal. And
it seems like Greenwood's been great on the boundary all night.
Yeah, the corners and safeties have been playing really well for them. Obviously, not only just in regular coverage, but also making big plays with the pick 6 and another long interception. Good time here for Brandon, looking for Charlie Cotros.
Little overhead.
And it goes out of bounds. Yep.
Yeah, we had one fan write in that says, "Go Bruins," from Kazimierz Pulaski, a Polish general. That was actually from Matt Pulley. He doesn't realize that I've got his name saved. What?
Nice.
Why? Goofball.
I've got to work with the Polish.
Yeah?
They're pretty violent. I would not mess with the Polish. Reverse. Get upfield. Get upfield. Get upfield.
Andrew Pfizer coming around on the reverse, looking for the end zone. He's close.
He's on the one.
Real close. Yep, they say continue to run it. 9 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock and counting.
As we wind towards the end of this game, Justin, I don't want to keep you forever, but hey, let me hit you with one last question before you go.
Yeah, what's up?
What's your favorite PA football memory? The first one that comes to mind.
It's Highland Park.
Highland Park.
My senior year.
Oh my gosh.
Highland Park, my senior year. Great play.
Brandon Cobb, keeper up the middle.
Keep fighting. Good work.
Yeah, that tremendous game. I mean, because we went to Highland Park the first year, we lost. We
lost
come
by a
back,
touchdown.
and again, their home streak was 80-something games,
84
I think, at home.
18
The
years,
whole city of Dallas
years.
is just hating on us for this little old
Yep.
tiny PA team coming into town.
Yep.
And yeah, that was an awesome game.
You on that bus? They're on the radio.
Oh,
They're like,
yeah.
I don't know who the hell these guys think they are, but they're
and
gonna
Coach
get
Kelly calls in to the radio station and was like, "Hey, ask me any questions you got."
It was awesome.
And all of us kids and coaches are on the bus, like actually listening to the radio interviews. It's hilarious.
Kick is blocked.
But then, yeah, sure enough, go into Highland Park and just an astounding program over the years in Dallas and get the win. And yeah,
That was by far the best.
It was.
That was just the best team win I've ever been a part of. You had guys like Asa Brook, like people that don't play a ton or like don't make all the plays.
Yes,
just
making big
showing
plays.
up, doing their part, making all the plays they could. Cole Jones with one of the best catches on the sideline I've ever seen.
Yeah, and then obviously you have your standouts from the entire year, but you had Trey Bruce making a ton of plays.
Jack
Jaron
Kelly.
Watkins had a couple
Jaron Watkins
long runs.
was out there.
Zach Kelly, Lane Hatcher obviously doing his thing. I mean, just a great game overall.
I think Zach, I'm sure he's watching. I think Zach was out for that game.
Oh.
That was because it was after DC when he tore his ACL.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I got to play on offense that game.
Oh,
that's right.
Okay, wow, just kind of throwing Zach under the bus.
Zach's
there.
a great player.
I hope Zach
he's got enough touchdowns for everybody on this field.
Yeah,
so
he had
doesn't
plenty
have
of
to worry
catches
about it.
after that, before and after that. But
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the great part about that. We were talking about Justin being a receiver is he came in and filled in for Zach. I think you had 2 touchdowns, right? Against Highland Park? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Lane
2
Hatcher had some great balls out there.
Absolutely. Get another spinner kick from Walt Smiley. It ends up
there.
out of bounds. I think, well, maybe someone touched it. I don't see a flag out. So Greenwood's going to take over here, 8 minutes and 8 seconds. You're welcome to stay with us, but I don't know if you need to go. It's kind of warm in here.
My grandma's down there.
Grandma Charette's out there.
Yeah,
you better
Peggy
get back
Sue-
to her.
Peggy Sue's
But,
down there, but I appreciate you
as
having me
always,
on. Thank
it's
you so
amazing
much.
to talk to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Proud of you.
We'll do this again.
And,
I'll be in the United States again sometime
Awesome.
soon.
Hey,
so.
next football season, come up and see us.
Sounds good. Thanks, sir.
See you later, Justin. Justin Charette, everybody. Former Bruin, Army grad, West Point grad.
See you, bud. 7 minutes, 49 seconds left in the game. Now 1st and 10 for Greenwood. Handoff to Braden Davis. It's a 2-yard gain. 7.5 minutes left.
See a couple backup guys coming in for this Bruin defense. I'll try to get numbers and names where I can. I know I see Caleb Kelly there at corner. I see 41 Gage Stallcup in at defensive line. Rotating in Jackson Redmond. He's obviously been out there the whole game. Finally coming out. Well, I hate to see the season end this way.
Yeah.
But hats off to the Bulldogs. It's really hard to win 2 games like this against a team that's so well coached like the Bruins in such convincing fashion, kind of both times. So hats off to the Bulldogs as they move on.
Yep. Yeah, I hate to say nay and be a naysayer, but I think that's what we're looking at. 30 points down with a running clock of 6 minutes, 37 seconds and counting. Okay. Yep. Bruin fans still cheering on, and there's not even, in a lot of places you might see fans jumping up and running for the car. It's cold. They're not doing that here, except for maybe Lindsey Johnston. But I think she rode here with her sister, so I don't have to worry about her actually leaving. They're just going to the concession stand. Five minutes, 47 seconds and counting. Looks like they are swapping out the quarterback here. Oh, yep.
Yeah, some substitutes in on both sides.
Yep. Cooper Goodwin now behind center. He has the snap, little handoff to Wesley Raggio.
25, I also see Michael Gramshin, senior linebacker. Good to see him out there in this final game of the season. Also, Tully Gildon making his way out there. I know he's been hurt most of the year, but it's good to see him get some action and get him healthy finally.
Check this one out. Benton and Little Rock Christian are tied in the fourth, 35-35.
Ooh, so they're playing for that last spot in the finals. See who Greenwood's going to match up with.
Duking it out.
First down, Bulldogs.
Clock goes under 4.5 minutes left in this game here.
Who's going to walk in and give a black eye to the Bulldogs at War Memorial?
Man, after watching Greenwood play twice,
Christian.
I mean, gosh, Greenwood looks so strong. I really have got to put Greenwood as the favorite going into whoever they're playing in the championship round.
There's the snap, little play action, or handoff, excuse me.
And another thing I think about is that Archer's only a sophomore.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as poised and confident as he looks, another 2 years
and
of
he's
that.
huge.
Yeah,
that
he's a big, strong kid as well. You got to think his arm's going to get stronger. He's going to start weighing more and taller and all that. So he's got a bright future ahead, and this Bulldog program has got a lot left in 6A for the years to come.
Cole Turner is sick watching the game at home. He says, let's go number 45, Jackson Redmond.
Yeah, Redmond stepped in and has gotten to play the entire game. He's usually been rotating in and out at the linebacker spot, but with John Stevens' injury, Jackson got just the entire workload out there today.
Not sure what the public address announcer said, but I'm pretty sure that was Zachary Seek with the carry.
I see number 32 at safety, TJ Logan. Interesting.
Sure. Oh, that was Siri thinking
Siri
I was talking.
Right
yeah.
Trying to get to some of these names. I see
2 minutes, 51 seconds and counting. Now they're letting that clock tick on down. Snapped it with 3 seconds left on the play clock. They get a first down, so it'll be first and goal for the Bulldogs at the 7-yard line. Under 2.5 minutes. Blake, I was looking back at some records, and I'm not going to have it pulled up in front of me here, but I'm going to try to pull it up real quickly. Christina actually asked me, earlier this week, when was the last time Pulaski Academy was not in the championship game?
That would be against, I believe it was against Morrilton maybe in 2014.
Yeah, we lost at home.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a home? Yeah, it was a home game.
2014 or 2013.
I think that's right. I'm going to pull up my.
I think ever since then we were either in the finals or won it. So yeah, it's been a good, gosh, what, 8 years? 8 years probably.
Let's see here. My handy dandy spotting board. Looks like we have a timeout on the field. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, timeout.
Called by the home team. So they have one. Greenwood has one timeout left. Let's see. Coach Kelly said it was 2013.
Yeah. So what? 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years. It's been a great run up until then.
Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10 years. That's it. Yeah, Morrilton 2013. You're absolutely right. Under 2 minutes. He takes a knee there. Under 2 minutes left. Yeah, this Greenwood team has been a fantastic team. We've played them twice. They've won twice.
And I will mention as we kind of close off here with the last minute and 20 seconds, but again, PA will be moving up to 7A next year.
Yeah.
So we'll be out of the 6A. It'll
be completely different set of teams,
Yep.
locations, everything.
Absolutely. New locations and teams that the school has never played before. So a lot of new blood to work off of.
They're just in a victory formation there, just taking a knee every so often. It looks like they've got to snap it at least one more time. And this one will be over. Greenwood is going to walk away with this 30-point victory under a minute left. These Bruin fans are not giving up on them. And that'll be it. That's the final play of the game as Greenwood trots off the field. They will next take the field at War Memorial Stadium. Their opponent still to be decided. Could be Little Rock Christian or Benton.
Yeah, I pulled it up on my iPad here. LRCA is up 7 now in the 4th. Doesn't have a timer on it, so I have no idea how many minutes left. But
God, don't you hate that when people don't have a clock on their...
Yeah, what kind of stream would do something like that?
Seriously. How hard is it? No, newsflash, it's really stinking hard.
It is.
So, yeah, that's one of the harder things to do in this. But we're going to make a lot of changes as far as our broadcast over the off-season, and they've got a crazy fireworks show going on right over our heads to celebrate that victory over the Bruins. And there's a lot of hugs and handshakes going on out there. And, you know, the Bruins, I think, should still hold their heads high and make it this deep into the season. 2 big losses in the season was Greenwood and Little Rock Christian, and then to see that here again tonight, Greenwood just takes over. Well, don't know if there's much more to be said about it.
No, I think that about wraps it up. Again, congrats to the PA Bruins, the coaches, the players, everybody, all the training staff around them, and the support team they have, the parents for their support throughout the entire season. But again, not the way we want to end it, but you got to take it in perspective. Final Four team for another 11 years straight of Final Four appearances at the minimum, and so you've got a lot to be happy about and definitely thankful to be about around this Thanksgiving year.
One fan real quickly says, supporting PA Bruins and Coach Lucas from Tallulah, Louisiana, Arlington, Texas, and Austin, Texas. Dad, mom, sister, brother-in-law, and nephews. Proud of the Bruins. Love you. And that's from Latasha Hill, which is Coach Lucas's sister. So we'll just leave that as our final comment for the night. And congratulations to Greenwood. They're marching on to War Memorial for the championship game. Thanks for joining us tonight. And be sure to hit subscribe and follow along as we bring you more Bruin action from other sports throughout the year. Thanks for joining us. Good night, good luck, and 73.